Representing our club is Queen Shelby Holt and escort Tavian Holiday. Shelby is the daughter of Adam and Stephanie Arnold. Her future plans are to attend Eastern Oklahoma State College and become a teacher. Tavian is the son of Aaron and Christy Holiday. He plans to earn a welding certification. Miss Shelby Holt and Mr. Tavian Holiday. Next is ASU, Queen LaKyra Johnson and escort Tristan King. LaKyra is the daughter of Katie Johnson. Her future plans are to attend Langston University and major in sports psychology and business. Tristan is the son of Sophie King. His future plans include attending East Central University. Miss LaKyra Johnson and Mr. Tristan King. Representing the pride of McAlester Band, Queen McKinley Duff and escort Jackson Duff. McKinley is the daughter of Tabitha Bennett and Christopher Duff. Her future plans are to attend Northeastern State University and become a psychiatrist. She hopes to work for the Native American nations. Jackson is also the son of Tabitha Bennett and Christopher Duff. Jackson's future plans are to attend Southwestern Oklahoma State University and become a pharmacist. He also hopes to work for the Native American nations. Miss McKinley Duff and Mr. Jackson Duff. Now introducing baseball. Queen Casey Woods and escort Gunnar Hodgel. Casey is the daughter of Curtis and Patricia Woods. She plans to attend college to play softball and study accounting and finance. Gunnar is the son of Brian and Amanda Hodgel. He plans to attend Iowa State University to get a degree in sports medicine. Miss Casey Woods and Mr. Gunnar Hodgel. Next is Black and Gold Media. Queen Phoenix Bashir and escort Stephen Collins. Phoenix is the daughter of Jeffrey and Christian Bashir. She plans to pursue a career in phlebotomy. Stephen is the son of Alvin and Kathleen Collins. His future plans are to pursue a career in media production. Miss Phoenix Bashir and Mr. Stephen Collins. Representing boys basketball, Queen Bodie Nystrom and escort Alex Dooney. Bodie is the daughter of Jerry and Ashley Nystrom. Her future plans are to attend K-State on scholarship, get a degree in biology, and become a general surgeon. Alex is the son of Mike and Shauna Dooney. Alex's future plan is to become President of the United States. Miss Bodie Nystrom and Mr. Alex Dooney. Boys golf, Queen Claire Milligan and escort Zane Owens. Claire is the daughter of Will and Joy Milligan. Her future plans are to attend Oklahoma State University and get a master's degree in social work. Zane is the son of Ryan and Raina Owens. He plans to attend the University of Central Oklahoma and get a degree in golf management. Miss Claire Milligan and Mr. Zane Owens. Next is boys soccer. Queen Madison Harvey and escort William Alejandro. Madison is the daughter of Gordon and Casey Harvey. She plans to finish at Kaimishi Technology Center and go to college to further her degree. William is the son of Felipe Alejandro and Maria Lopez. He plans to finish at KTC and obtain a welding license. Miss Madison Harvey and Mr. William Alejandro. Boys wrestling, Queen Julanie Munoz and escort Camden Hutchison. Julanie is the daughter of Veronica Ramirez and Mario Munoz. Her future plans are to attend the University of Central Oklahoma. Camden is the son of Ryan and Linda Hutchison. He plans to attend the University of Oklahoma for aerospace engineering and wrestling. Miss Julanie Munoz and Mr. Camden Hutchison. Now we have cheer. Queen Kimmy Young and escort Nemo Nishintabi. Kimmy is the daughter of Richard and Gina Lynn Young. She plans to study veterinary medicine at Oklahoma State University. Nemo is the son of Jessica and Brandy Cheeley. Nemo's future plans are to go to college and be part of a collegiate cheer squad. Miss Kimmy Young and Mr. Nemo Mishintobi. Representing choir, Queen Ayana Ortiz and escort Jacob Lane. Ayana is the daughter of Crystal Ortiz and Rohi Kelly. Her future plans include going to college and majoring in criminology in order to become a crime scene investigator. Jacob is the son of Gregory and Michelle Lane. He plans to attend college and major in music performance. He also plans to play in a professional orchestra. Miss Ayana Ortiz and Mr. Jacob Lane. Color guard, Queen Samantha German and escort Clayton White. Samantha is the daughter of Tony and Melissa Campana. She plans to earn a master's degree in psychology from East Central University. Clayton is the son of Anthony and Brett White and Alex and Rachel Bailey. He plans to become a physical therapist after graduating from Oklahoma State University. Miss Samantha German and Mr. Clayton White. Next, we have cross country, Queen Chloe Wall and escort Aiden Mooney. Chloe is the daughter of Dustin and Renata Wall. She plans to attend college and get a PhD in psychology. Aiden is the son of Erica Mooney and John Price. In the future, he plans to develop and manage social media content. Miss Chloe Wall and Mr. Aiden Mooney. Representing drama, Queen Jasmine Haynes and escort Isaiah Nave. Jasmine is the daughter of Frankie and Rochelle Haynes. She plans to attend Oklahoma State University to become a drama teacher. Isaiah is the son of Amanda Diaz. He plans to attend Oklahoma State University and major in marine biology. Miss Jasmine Haynes and Mr. Isaiah Nave. Next, we have FCA, Queen Ella Kate Siever and escort Christopher Whaley. Ella Kate is the daughter of Misty and Scott Siever. She plans to attend college and pursue a career in medicine. Christopher is the son of Jason and Crystal Whaley. He plans to attend college and obtain a degree in music. Miss Ella Kate Siever and Mr. Christopher Whaley. FCCLA, Queen Sadie Dethridge and escort Riley Meeks. Sadie is the daughter of Jeffrey Dethridge. She plans to attend the University of Central Oklahoma and major in strategic communications. Riley is the son of Robert and Alicia Meeks. He plans to attend Oklahoma State University and major in psychology. Miss Sadie Dethridge and Mr. Riley Meeks. FFA, Queen Amelia Jimerson and escort Jaden Holman. Amelia is the daughter of Justin and Kayla Jimerson. She plans to attend Eastern Oklahoma State College and then Southeastern to obtain a teaching degree. Jaden is the son of Brad Holman. He plans to attend OSU IT and complete the HVAC program. Miss Amelia Jimerson and Mr. Jaden Holman. Representing football, Queen Avery Pate and escort Braden Bumpus. Avery is the daughter of Jeff and Ashton Pate. Her future plans are currently undecided. Braden is the son of Cassie Bennett and Marcus Bumpus. His future plans are to become a millionaire. Miss Avery Pate and Mr. Braden Bumpus. Lady Buff basketball, Queen Avery Alverson and escort Wesley Phillips. Avery is the daughter of Wes and Amber Alverson. She plans to attend college and play basketball while pursuing a degree in sports medicine. Wesley is the son of Brian and Laura Phillips. Wesley's plans include being successful in the eyes of God, following him wholeheartedly, and sharing his word with everyone he comes into contact with. Miss Avery Alverson and Mr. Wesley Phillips. Representing girls golf, Queen Emily Shelton and escort Sean Perkins. Emily is the daughter of Brad and Christy Shelton. She plans to double major in nursing and golf management at the University of Central Oklahoma. Sean is the son of Marissa Munoz and Sean Perkins. He plans to attend UCO and obtain a degree in golf management. Miss Emily Shelton and Mr. Sean Perkins. Girls soccer, Queen Jaden Bledsoe and escort Luke Clark. Jaden is the daughter of Zach and Sherry Bledsoe. She plans to join the military and then get her real estate license. Luke is the son of Kyle and Martha Clark. His future plans are to attend the University of Oklahoma and major in business management. Miss Jaden Bledsoe and Mr. Luke Clark. Next, we have girls wrestling, Queen McKenna Manning and escort Kenneth Carter. McKenna is the daughter of Rudy Sims and Charlie Sims. She plans to attend Oklahoma State University and study medicine to become a radiation therapist. Kenneth is the son of Kenny Carter and Angie Askew. He plans to be the owner of a gutter and vinyl siding company, as well as a high school teacher and wrestling coach. Miss McKenna Manning and Mr. Kenneth Carter. Mat maids, Queen Melissa Elizondo and escort Stephen Grad. Melissa is the daughter of Guillermo Elizondo and Vicky Ruiz. Melissa plans to go to Oklahoma State University to pursue a degree in the medical field. Stephen is the son of Chad and Ashley Bragg. He plans to attend Oklahoma State University and get a degree in business. He plans to use his business degree to own real estate. Miss Melissa Elizondo and Mr. Stephen Bragg. Mock trial, Queen Jacqueline Estrada and escort Camden Helt. Jacqueline is the daughter of Oscar Estrada and Marina Zuniga. She plans to attend Northeastern State University and major in business. Camden is the son of Tim and Rachel Gunter. He plans to join the United States Marine Corps. Miss Jacqueline Estrada and Mr. Camden Helt. National Honor Society, Queen Lainey Nelson and escort Luke Clifton. Lainey is the daughter of Scott and Angie Nelson. She plans to attend Oklahoma State University and major in chemistry. Upon graduating with her bachelor's degree, she plans to attend medical school to be a dermatologist. Luke is the son of Jamie Spruce Clifton and Brian Clifton. He plans to own a chain of laundromats and be wealthy. Miss Lainey Nelson and Mr. Luke Clifton. Representing Native American Club, Queen Adara Wilson and escort Pierce Stoshmus. Adara is the daughter of Felicia Wilson and Bradley Page. She plans to attend East Central University for nursing school with a completed phlebotomy certificate. Pierce is the son of Daryl and Holly Stoshmus. He plans to attend Southeastern Oklahoma State University to be a doctor of osteopathic medicine. Miss Adara Wilson and Mr. Pierce Stoshmus. Representing Peppers, Queen Kamari Harrison and escort Brandon Douglas. Kamari is the niece of Sheena Harrison. She plans to attend Langston University and be an ultrasound technician. Brandon is the son of Brandon and Samantha Douglas. He plans to attend OSU IT. Miss Kamari Harrison and Mr. Brandon Douglas. Representing Palm, Queen Skylie Simpson and escort Landon Pingleton. Skylie is the daughter of Curtis and Tammy Simpson. She plans to attend Oklahoma State University. Landon is the son of Tracy Pingleton and Tyus Short. He plans to enlist in the United States Army. Miss Skylie Simpson and Mr. Landon Pingleton. Representing softball, Queen Shiley Mason and escort Spencer Stinchcomb. Shiley is the daughter of AJ and Brooke Mason. She plans to obtain a BSN and then continue college to become a nurse practitioner. Spencer is the son of Rodney and Katie Stenstrom. Spencer plans to attend aviation school after high school. Miss Shiley Mason and Mr. Spencer Stitchcomb. Speech, Queen Ava Ross and escort Andon Dunn. Ava is the daughter of Russell and Brooke Ross. She plans to obtain a degree in counseling from Rogers State University. Andon is the son of Jason and Amanda Dunn. He plans to attend Southeastern Oklahoma State University to major in clinical psychology with a minor in education. Miss Ava Ross and Mr. Andon Dunn. Representing Student Council, Queen Rayanna Johnson and escort Drew Stoshmus. Rayanna is the daughter of Brian and Jennifer Johnson. She plans to attend the University of Oklahoma to become a psychotherapist. Drew is the son of Daryl and Holly Stoshmus. He plans to attend the University of Oklahoma to become a psychologist, hoping to discover new facets of the field. Miss Rayanna Johnson and Mr. Drew Stoshmus. Next is tennis. Queen Miel Marquez and escort Alex Yurkevich. Miel is the daughter of Mel and Maria Marquez. She plans to attend college and then go on to medical school to become a dermatologist. Alex is the son of James and Shelley Labor. He plans to attend college to become an engineer. He would like to work for NASA and become an astronaut. He would also like to play professional tennis. Miss Miel Marquez and Mr. Alex Yurkevich. Track, Queen Valeria Elizondo and escort Cameron Roush. Valeria is the daughter of Guillermo Elizondo and Vicky Ruiz. She plans to attend college to become a software developer at Amazon. Cameron is the son of Miranda Swan and Shannon Roush. He plans to attend Arkansas University to become a physical therapist. Miss Valeria Elizondo and Mr. Cameron Roush. Representing volleyball, Queen Jalen Moscato and escort Matthew Lungstrom. Jalen is the daughter of Damon and Jolie Moscato. She plans to attend Oklahoma State University and get into dental school. Matthew is the son of Robert and Kathy Lungstrom. He plans to attend college in Florida and obtain his PhD in genetic engineering and business. Miss Jalen Moscato and Mr. Matthew Lungstrom. Yearbook, Queen Hannah McMahon and escort Logan Cease. Hannah is the daughter of Jennifer and Sean McMahon. She plans to attend Oklahoma State University. Logan is the son of Leslie Orico and Jeremy Cease. Logan is already enlisted in the United States Navy and plans to become a naval aviator. Miss Hannah McMahon and Mr. Logan Cease. Representing powerlifting, Queen Eliana Maddox and escort Trick Terrell. Eliana is the daughter of Austin and Erica Maddox. She plans to go to college and become an artist or a chef. Tripp is the son of Donovan and Laurie Smith and Seth and Stacy Terrell. He plans to attend college on a powerlifting scholarship and obtain a degree in exercise science. Miss Eliana Maddox and Mr. Tripp Terrell.
Second room, perfect.
Our flower girl this evening is Berkeley LaRue.
Okay.
She is the daughter of Michael and Brandy Cockman and Ryan and Carly LaRue. She is in kindergarten at Will Rogers Elementary. When Berkeley grows up, she would like to be a teacher. Our crown bearer this evening is Brecken Williams. Brecken is the son of Brooklyn Williams and Josh Cunningham. He is also in kindergarten at Will Rogers Elementary. When Brecken grows up, he wants to be a fireman. And now, the 2024 McAlester High School All-School Homecoming Queen is Rayanna Johnson, representing Student Council. Please give all these students a round of applause as they exit the field.
And here we go. Kickoff is just moments away here from the turf of Hook Hill Stadium, First National Field, between the Edison Eagles and your McAlester Buffaloes here on homecoming night. This is the voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, alongside Phillip Jewell Jr. and Chase McNutt sideline. We are in the middle of the prayer right now for our pregame, as we're about to have our alma mater and the national anthem. Let's send it down to the turf of Hook Hill Stadium, First National Field.
Buffaloes alma mater. And now, to honor America and the brave women and men serving our country throughout the world, please join the Pride of McAlester Marching Band in the playing of our national anthem.
Barner, are you ready?
Man, I've waited all week. Waited all week for this one. Get back home with these lovely people of McAlester, Oklahoma. Those who live here but can't make it to the games, and those Buffalo fans that are faithful, that are watching from around the world, and have stats sitting back beside us. Man, it ain't nothing better than being back at home, and especially with it being homecoming.
I don't think I could have said it better myself. Again, this is Brandon Green alongside Phillip Jewell Jr., Chase McNutt sideline. We're going to be having our coin toss coming up here in just a moment. Again, we will be back here in just a second as we get ready for our coin toss. That will be brought to you by McAlester Clothing Consignment. We'll take a break and be back here on KNED.
Hey guys,
since 1952.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
They say it's your birthday. It's our birthday too, yeah.
This month, we're celebrating 45 years at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. That's 45 years of serving the community with the best vehicles and service. Join us for incredible anniversary deals. Come get $2,000 off our 2024 Nissan Rogues or lock in a 2.9% rate. Drive away in a 2024 Frontier for $2,500 off or lock in a rate of 3.9%. Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Kawasaki's Ridge and Ridge XR family set the new off-road standard, built for work and play. Ridge side-by-sides deliver versatile performance with a powerful 4-cylinder engine and premium interior features. For even more trail-taming power, the Ridge XR family offers more horsepower and versatility for rugged work or advanced play. This is peak premium performance. Shop the full Kawasaki Ridge lineup today at Vickers Power Sports, 1904 South Main, McAlester.
As we cheer on the Buffaloes for a great season, make sure your home is just as game ready with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Whether it's keeping warm during those chilly game nights or staying cool when the heat is on, we've got you covered with top-notch heating and cooling. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air today and enjoy home comfort that's always in the winning zone. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Go Buffs! Welcome back to Hook Hill Stadium, First National Field. As you might have heard on the radio side of things, yes, we are here for homecoming as we are doing this on video stream, McAlester Radio's YouTube channel, as well as KNED if you're on the road, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, online at McAlsterRadio.com, and on the KNED app. So as we're getting ready for our coin toss here in just a moment, we have a scene that we haven't really seen on the turf of Hook Hill Stadium, First National Field. This is Brandon Green alongside Phillip Jewell Jr., but I'm going to send it down to Chase McNutt. What is the view like? I mean, we can see it from the press box, but we have a big, long tunnel coming from, big, long tunnel coming from the north end zone tunnel, Chase.
Ladies and gentlemen,
all the way out from behind the north end zone, all the way out to the opposite, just about 30-yard line. It's lined up with basically the entire student section from McAlester. It's one of the cooler things I've seen. I'll also say, looking up in the bleachers as well, it's more packed than I've seen it for any game this season. You'll get that for homecoming, but even more so than when they had their home opener. It's a packed house tonight, and you really can't ask for more. On homecoming, the energy feels really high right now, especially all these kids down here waiting on the team to run out. You can tell they're excited. Everybody's just excited.
I mean, they're so excited. We haven't even had the coin toss yet, and we already have people lining the tunnel past midfield. I mean, it's going all the way to the other 35, 30-yard line. As Chase loves to say, vibes are immaculate at Hook Hill Stadium, First National Field. So as we look at the importance of the game, obviously it's another district game. Every single one of these games are going to be super important from here on out. And when you're coming off of a dismantling over your rival as of recent, the Coweta Tigers, you don't want to make sure you overlook this game and look towards future weeks, knowing that Edison is struggling so far at 1-3. So we'll see if the McAlester Buffaloes can lock in, get a big win, and move it to next week when they take on the Tulsa East Central Cardinals. And like you said, stay healthy as well, Phil. But your final thoughts before we get started?
Man, there just isn't anything better than McAlester, Oklahoma on a Friday night. And I'll stand by that. I will legitimately die on that hill. That ain't nothing better than being inside Hook Hill Stadium, high above First National Field on a Friday night in the fall. And the town showed up. They're ready to show out. These boys are ready to show off. And, man, just if you're listening, you still got time to make it before kickoff.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, it might be standing room only. You might find
over here on McAlester side for sure.
Yeah, on McAlester side, it might be standing room only. But, hey, if you're listening to our voice and you can get here, make it down here. And they are having to move the spirit lines so the captains can get to midfield.
Yes, we have our captains. Looks like 5 for Mitchell, Braden Bumpus, Kason Washington Maisie, Cleveland Williamson, and number 71, Gunnar Pickett. I don't see anybody for Edison just yet, but it looks like they're about to make their way on over. A couple of players for Tulsa Edison, which would be number 63, Roby Jefferson, and number 2, which is London Levy. This is Coin Toss brought to you by McAlester Clothing Consignment. Consign with us and pick up great bargains. 1212 South Main McAlester behind Dollar General. I'll send things over to Chase McNutt, and he'll take care of the rest.
Check him up, guys. Introduce yourselves.
Waiting on the word here. Have a day, babe. Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen. It's a beautiful night for some football.
Yes, sir.
I expect good sportsmanship at all times, okay? If you guys are going to help each other up, help each other up. If you're not, roll off. Let's get ready for the next play. You guys talk to your own players. You guys talk to your own players, okay?
Sir.
Let's have a good game. Edison, you are away. Blue is the head. Blank is the tail. You're going to call it. He's going to tell me what he got.
Tails.
What'd he say?
Tails.
We're looking for blank. It is heads. It's going to be your call.
Defer to the second half.
You want the ball. Which way do you want to kick?
Let's go win. We'll kick this way.
Okay, so let's turn our backs.
All right, so McAlester won the toss. They have elected to defer, and they're going to be kicking towards the south end zone, defending the north end zone to get things started.
And that's a first. During the coin toss, both teams ran out onto their respective sidelines. And now everyone's got to come off the field. But I love that banging of the bass drum from the Pride of McAlester as you're getting ready to go. I love that vibe. We're less than a minute away. McAlster's wearing their black jerseys, white pants, white helmets. For the Edison Eagles, their white jerseys with their black pants, and I believe those black helmets as well. We're about to have coin toss, and that is brought to you by, we already had coin toss. That was brought to you by McAlester Clothing Consignment. Consign with us and pick up great bargains. 1212 South Main McAlester behind Dollar General. It's now time for kickoff. Go to Red Duck Tattoo Studio, who is your kickoff sponsor for the 2024 season. For all of your custom artwork, big or small, color or black and gray. Now booking for fall. Gift certificates available. Red Duck Tattoo Studio, 219 East Chickasaw Avenue, McAlester. Must be 18 years or older.
Real quick, with the Buffaloes running out of the tunnel with everybody from the spirit line on the field, it almost gave Cal Stanford vibes when everybody was on the field thinking the game was over.
The band is out on the field. Yeah, because they were running through the tunnel, and someone could have ran over there, but I love the energy. So McAllister's going to be kicking it right to left again, as Chase mentioned. Edison will be returning left to right to start off this one. Let us know where you're listening or watching from on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio, as this is Buffalo Roll Call. We already had Betty. She tuned in as she was heading to the stadium, getting ready to watch the McAlester Buffaloes in person, and we always encourage that to be your first way to watch McAlester. But if you cannot make it, we are here for you. Looks like back deep to return for the Edison Eagles, all the way back. Seems to be number 5 for the Eagles, which is Marquaylin Davis. McAllister's had a trio of kickers. All of them have been really good so far this year, but it'll be Wyatt Phillips kicking it away from the 40-yard line. So around the city of McAlester, around the state of Oklahoma, and Buffalo fans across the nation far and wide, thank you for joining us for homecoming, McAlester and Edison. Phillips approaches the football, puts toe to the leather. It's a line drive kick, and it's football time here in the Heartland. Returned by McHugh at the 18-yard line, and he pushes forward to around the 29, and that's where the Edison Eagles will begin this drive. So Edison 1-3 on the season, 0-1 in district play, coming off of a 49-6 loss to the Bishop Kelly Comets a week ago. By the way, this is homecoming. We want to announce our homecoming winner. I believe from Student Council, Rayana Johnson was our homecoming winner. Congratulations to Miss Johnson on winning 2024 homecoming. Always an unforgettable experience. Ball's at the 28-yard line, near hash. Out comes quarterback Brody Goswick, the 6', 155 sophomore quarterback. To his left, he's got Ruben Robledo. Receiver bunched up close to the line on the left side, puts a man in motion. It's Davis as he gives it to the man. Jet sweep left side to the 25-yard line. Tackled in the backfield, planted for a loss of 3 yards. And coming up first, that's Drayton Pouncil.
Yeah, they're trying to go with a sweep play right there to that outside, trying to get that contained. And Buffaloes did a real good job clogging up all those gaps, forcing them to the outside, and taking those running lanes and taking those cutback lanes, more importantly, away. And good play there defensively.
Pounsel's second tackle for a loss this season. As now we're going to be under center, Goswick under center. Back deep alone, Ruben Robledo. Two receivers right, tied in right. A single receiver on the far side. At the 25, second and 13, handoff up the middle and tackled down by his ankles for no gain. The Buffaloes are coming up pumped up with the tackle. Will Spears didn't miss a beat. Spears coming into this game, 63 tackles. There's his 64th, and we're just into game 5.
Yeah, they're just going to get in 21 personnel with that H-back right there. And they're just going to try to come down here with a halfback power at you, and just great job clogging up the running lanes, not allowing to get it going. Even better play defensive by the defensive line, just shoving that offensive line off and washing them, and then clearing the ways for your linebackers to come in and clean up the mess.
Opening drive of the game, Eagles have the ball. 10:34 left to go in the first quarter. 3rd down and 12 for the Eagles. Got to get out to the 38 on their side of the 50. In the gun, the high snap to Goswick. Hands it off to Robledo. Good cut at the line of scrimmage. Is able to get 1 yard, but that's not nearly enough as the Buffaloes force a 3 and out. They forced 3 consecutive 3 and outs against the Coweta Tigers last week, which heavily contributed to their fast start, in which they were up 14-0 before the end of the first quarter. So back deep to return is Jackson McKinney. On the season so far, he's averaging just 4.1 yards per return, but that's also bogged down by just 1 misplayed return back in week 0. He's got a long of 12 yards, but he's standing alone at his own 40-yard line. 8 to snap it, as the Eagles will punt this one away. A high snap. They just get it off in time. It's a short one as it fades over to the far sideline and bounces out of bounds at the 43. We'll see where they say it did go out of bounds, and it is right at the 43 on Edison's side of the 50. So McAlester with another short field as they'll start this drive at the Edison 43-yard line. So out will come KWM, Kaysen Washington Maisie. 440 passing yards to 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. And right by his side will be Jordan Clark, who is averaging 8.5 yards per carry. The team leader in rushing yards at 333. In the pistol, saw this a lot last week. 1st down and 10 for the Buffaloes. 9:40 left in the first quarter. Here's the snap. Toss out to Jordan Clark. Left side trying to get a block and gets one. To the 35-yard line. The deuce is loose to the 25, to the 20, and tiptoeing his way down the near sideline into the red zone. And that's how you get started. That first down brought to you by McAlester Direct Primary Care. Same day or next day appointments and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. Call 918-233-6522. Buffaloes want to run tempo. Still pistol. 1st down and 10 from the red zone. KWM, low snap, rolls out right, looking to pass. Does pass out into the far side. Great catch by, I believe, Cleveland Williamson for a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd down and 1 as we are now inside the 10-yard line. By the way, we're in the Pops Kettle Corn red zone. That's 2714 North Main Street, McAlester. Call 918-404-5630 for quotes. Same formation, 2nd down and 1 from the 9-yard line. Snap to KWM. Now he's rolling out to the left. Looking to pass for the end zone, and it's just a little bit to the left. As he was looking for, turn to the side a little bit, young man. Now it looked like he was looking for James Barr Jr., who had 2 catches last week. So it's now 3rd down and 1 for the Buffaloes from the red zone. 9:01 left to go in the first quarter. Buffaloes looking to strike early.
Please report to the front of the student section.
Also, something we didn't mention in the pregame show, McAlster's head coach, Forrest Maisie, looking for his 50th win with the Buffaloes. Puts a man in motion before the snap. Here it is to KWM, looking in zone. No one's there. Has to pass the right side. Good look, and finding the end zone is Brandon Smith. KWM could have made a sandwich in the pocket. Great job by the offensive line. Finds a cutting Brandon Smith, who crosses the goal line. And McAllister's up early here on homecoming night, 6-0, 8:53 left to go in the first. And it will be Blade Smith on to attempt the PAT. This to go up 7-0. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is on the way, and it is no good. No good. Blade Smith misses, and it is 6-0 McAlester leads, 8:53 left to go in the first quarter. You're listening to McAlester Football on KNED.
Vickers Furniture would like to thank you for voting us the Reader's Choice #1 furniture store in McAlester. At Vickers, the customer always comes first. Vickers is having a Fall into Savings event. We're offering special discounts on living room and bedroom suits all month long. Visit our website for unbeatable deals at vickers-furniture.com or come see us at 215 South 2nd Street.
We're right here with you.
So Buffaloes lead early 6-0 over the Edison Eagles on their homecoming night. 8:53 left to go in the first quarter. McAllister's defense forced a 3-and-out, in which the Eagles actually lost 2 yards on that drive. The McAlester, starting at the Edison 43-yard line, went down, only faced 1 third down, and on that third down, a touchdown pass to Brandon Smith from KWM. We'll have a live read there for you for our drive summary, and he can tell you how long that drive was and how many plays. But here's Wyatt Phillips with the boot as we're back underway. Eagles returning left to right. Bobbling the ball at the 15-yard line, picking it back up at the 20. Going down the middle of the field is McHugh, and McHugh is blasted at the 24-yard line. And coming in on the tackle, I think that's number 14, and if it is, that's Santiago Monreal. Multiple week. Santiago Monreal with the hit stick at the 24-yard line. Phillip, before we continue, let's hit that drive summary.
That was a quick hitter, 3 plays, 43 yards, took 7 minutes. Did not take 7 minutes and 53 seconds off the clock. Took a minute and 53 seconds off the clock. Capped off with that 9-yard touchdown pass. And that's your drive summary by TNW Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gail and Doug and ask about their Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. TNW Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
First play from scrimmage is a screen pass, but the Buffaloes are all over it and tackle him for a huge loss back at the 21-yard line. We're talking a loss of 4. 2nd down and 14 coming up for the Eagles. On the pass out to McHugh from Brody Goswick. 2nd down and 14, 8:27 left in the first quarter. But going back to that last touchdown pass, again, I don't think Brandon Smith was his first read, but that's a great job of taking your reads as the junior quarterback, finding the open receiver who was alone on an island, and he took it. He could have moonwalked into the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. And just follow your progression. Let your receivers come across, bring that drag route, keep going. And that's all KWM did. He didn't get rattled, just stood his ground, climbed the pocket, and let him get open.
Empty backfield, 5 wide for the Eagles on 2nd and 14. Goswick under pressure, throws it to McHugh. Somehow McHugh made the catch, but again, the Buffaloes all over it once more. And in on the tackle, we have number 53, Brandon Douglas. That'll be his 2nd tackle for a loss on the season. And that brings up 3rd down and very long for the Eagles.
You had right there, you had Brandon Douglas, but you also had, that is number 66, Gavin Mason.
He made first contact.
And he made that first contact on the screenplay. And that's what we talk about. Whenever you feel the line lets you go, sit down, find a spot, because they're going to just run that slit screen or they're going to try to slip it out into the boundary. And right there, Gavin Mason did, and he made that first contact, and that's exactly how you're coached to do it and how to execute it.
Forward progress makes that only a loss of 1. The Eagles aren't going to get this ball off in time. We're going to have a delay of game. They broke the huddle with just 5 seconds to snap it. Someone for McAlester on the near sideline, I think that might be Coach Barr, did not like what they saw defensively from McAlester pre-snap, but luckily for McAlester, there was no snap to be given. 7:06 left to go in the first. It's now 3rd down and 20 after the delay of game. McAlester brings in Devion Bickham and subs out. Looks like Drayton Pouncil. Empty backfield, 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Goswick 9 to snap it, gets it, looks in the middle of the field, rolls out left, will tuck it and try to run. Has a long way to go to get the first down, though. Makes a great move, still on his feet to the 30, though. Sideways juke to the 32-yard line, but he's still about a good 3 yards shy. But what a run by the sophomore Brody Goswick from Edison to be able to make something out of that. That's a gain of 18 yards, but still shy of 2 yards. 4th down and 2 coming up.
Yeah, right there. He just saw the backers turn their back to him, and Goswick just knew what he had to do. He was trying to get to the sticks. A hard 18-yard pickup, but as soon as he saw the backers turn their back and go find a receiver, all he did, he just tuck it, put it in his belly, takes off, and kid's a gamer. I mean, he almost picked it up.
About halfway through the first quarter.
Good play there defensively. A couple of missed tackles, but they needed to get a country mile, and you were able to stop them just short of it.
Bend but don't break. Aiden Montgomery going to boot this ball away for the Eagles. Better punt this time. Still short as the Buffaloes try to get out of the way. It'll bounce at the 38-yard line and take an Edison bounce. Great punt by Aiden Montgomery inside the 25-yard line, down at the 23, and that's where McAllister's going to start this drive. So, Chase, 2-3 and outs by the defense, and you go down the field lickety split on offense. Great start to the game for the Buffs.
Yeah, you really can't ask for a better start here. Up 6-0, maybe you would have wanted that PAT, but you're in a great spot. Defense is still playing lights out, and I think 3 straight shutouts means something to them. They're playing like it at least, and I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, McAlester has not given up a point. Their defense has not given up a point in 9 quarters. They've only allowed 2 touchdowns in the last 12. Buffaloes come out in the gun, 2 receivers to each side. I believe that's Drayton Pouncil on the right side of KWM. Here's the snap. Pouncil's first handoff of the day is straight up the gut past the 30, and he runs with a full head of steam. Tackle down just shy at the first down marker. It'll be 2nd down and 1 coming up on a gain of 9 by Drayton Pouncil, who's averaging 10.5 yards a carry.
Yeah, right there. That we brought James Barr Jr. in motion, and we pulled backside GT counter on him, trying to get him out, thinking that it's going to be that jet sweep up to the receiver. Good blocking there, coming backside on the counter play.
Same formation. Passing play this time out to James Barr Jr. Great move at the line of scrimmage after the catch. Down the near sideline to the 50. Here he goes. One man to beat. To the 30. To the 25. He's going to take it all the way. Sizzle your bacon, ladies and gentlemen. Touchdown, McAlester. And that's all James Barr Jr., just with a little help from his friends, as he made a fantastic move after the catch to take it the rest of the way. 68 yards to pay dirt, and McAllister's up 12-0. And on to attempt the PAT after the missed PAT earlier. New kicker Wyatt Phillips. As we await the snap, there it is. A little bit off to the right. Trouble with the hold, and the kick is through, though, by Mr. Phillips. And McAlester leads 13-0, 5:04 left to go in the first quarter. You're listening to McAlester Football on KNED.
Some zero-turn riding lawnmowers concentrate on performance. Others stay focused on comfort. But whoever said it's an either-or situation? With Gravely, you get plenty of both. And the ProTurn 300 is a perfect example. This newly designed mower is loaded with innovative features and is designed to keep the operator mowing comfortably from dawn to dusk. The Gravely ProTurn 300, the right balance of comfort and performance. Available at KC Farm Machinery, right across from the McAlester Union Stockyards.
A duo that's perfect together. That's Blackburn Plumbing and Air and Lennox. Blackburn Plumbing and Air is your local Lennox dealer, and we're committed to making your family's home comfort our top priority. With the wide assortment of Lennox products to offer, Blackburn Plumbing and Air will ensure your home's air is perfect for your family. Call us today at 918-423-2078 or visit us online at goblackburn.com to learn more about how you can experience expert service and care offered by Blackburn Plumbing and Air. License number 138890.
A long touchdown pass from Kason Washington-Mazey to James Barr Jr. Barr's first touchdown reception of the season puts McAlester up 13-0. We'll have a drive summary here in just a moment. And we're also going to hear from Chase McNutt in a moment. 5:04 left to go in the first quarter. And here's the kick from Wyatt Phillips as we're back underway. Once again, returning left to right, taking it at the 24-yard line is an Eagle. Sweeping left to the 30-yard line, finds a little bit of an opening to the 35, and a good return out to the 39-yard line, and that's where the Eagles are going to begin this drive. Phillip, a drive summary for McAlester. This is a pretty quick one.
That was a 2-play, 87-yard touchdown drive, but it only took 43 seconds off the clock, capped off with a 68 touchdown pass from KWN to James Barr Jr., and that is your drive summary brought to you by TNW Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gell and Doug and see their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments along with their 24-hour road service. That is TNW Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
We're going to have this first play by Edison, and then we're going to send things down to Chase in just a second. Looks like Goswick is going to be under center with a receiver to each side and a tight end on the right. Running back in the I formation. Here's the first play from scrimmage. It's play action. Going for a deep shot down the far sideline. Beautiful throw, but into coverage, and it is picked off. What a catch in the secondary. And it is once again Cleveland Williamson. Have mercy. Sir, that is your 5th pick of the season. You don't got to do it to him. 4:47 left to go in the first quarter, and McAlester takes over. After one play, they'll be at their own 21-yard line. Chase, I know you weren't going to talk about that interception, but you can include it in your sideline report.
Yeah, I just want to say I called that pregame. I said he was going to get another interception today, and he did. Great play by him. But I also wanted to say really quickly, in between the PAT and the kickoff, Case and Washington Macy got a big fake chain from the student section and gave it to James Barr. Vibes are immaculate, as I like to say on the sideline.
And they are in the I left formation. Under center, handoff. Jordan Clark makes a move at the line of scrimmage up the middle. Now 2 is getting to the secondary, and he gets just to the line of gain. I think he was able to get to the 10 yards he needs. Exactly a gain of 10 yards. And that's a first down run of 10 for Jordan Clark, and that'll move the chains.
I want to go back to that interception real quick, Brandon. Defensive back coaches always talk about ball hawking, but more importantly, the receiver coach and DB coach always talks about high pointing the football, and that's exactly what 8 did right there.
Under center again, but this time play action. We do have a flag. Case and Washington Macy is going to try to run it himself down the near sideline. Gets good yardage, but I have a feeling this one's coming back. Thrown around the 29-yard line. We'll wait to see the call. And it is holding on the offense. So that's going to slow things down for McAlester just a tad bit. They're leading 13-0 over the Edison Eagles with 4:19 left in quarter number 1. And what so far has been a fantastic homecoming night. But we saw this against Sepulveda a couple years ago. McAlester goes up early 2 scores. Sepulveda was able to come back and win that game when McAlester looked like they were about to leave the Chieftains in the dust. McAllister's got to keep their foot on the pedal. And hey, thing we haven't really seen this year, a couple of plays back-to-back I formation with the fullback in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, anything that you can get to be coming downhill, right now they're going to be in a pistol set, but anything you can get to come downhill.
Yep, as you mentioned in the pistol, screen pass caught out far side. I believe that one's Devion Bickham. He breaks 1 tackle, but is only able to get about 3 or 4 yards. But a positive gain out to the 26-yard line, and will bring up 2nd down and long. We're talking like 2nd down, and we'll call it about 15.
I love the way what they're doing right now with these screens, the way they're working them. They're flashing a counter at you and not necessarily putting it in the back's gut to try to get you to bite, but they're flashing that counter to see if they could get these cornerbacks and outside backers to roll in and think that they're going to have to clean something up, and they're trying to throw it right off their hip.
Washington Macy puts Jordan Clark to the left side of him. Man in motion is Devion Bickham. Here's the snap. Rolling out left is KWM. Looking downfield, tossing. Has a wide open man. Devion Bickham makes the catch and carries an Eagle to midfield. First down, catch and go by Devion Bickham on a great read by Case and Washington Macy.
Yeah, right there. You watch Bickham. He comes all the way across the entire length of the field. He's set and comes into an H-back set. And something he did is he just washes that line of scrimmage, and he did not move upfield because you can be motioning, but you don't move upfield. And that's exactly what he did. He motioned it, and he just ran that corner drag. Perfectly designed play right there for the sprint out and get that ball over there.
Gain of 23, trips right. A busted play. Case and Washington Macy trying to outrush a Edison Eagle around the corner. Does get a yard. He's trying to outrace Matthew McDill on a busted play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9. By the way, I want to take a quick break for roll call. We have Charlie Gillespie saying it's time for homecoming. Charlie and Darlene Gillespie. Also, we have T. Brines saying watching from New Mexico. Buff Dad, hashtag oilfield dad. Thank you for watching. And also, someone, my wife let me know, driving down the street in our neighborhood, windows down, blaring our call going down the street. So thank you guys for tuning in. 2 receivers each side, pistol formation, 2nd down and 9. Snap, pass out far side, caught by Bickham. Bickham around a great block down the far sideline, tripped up, past the 45-yard line, and officially called down at the 42. And this brings up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, right there. They're just going to run a bubble screen, and they're just going to man Cleveland Williamson up right there on that corner on that backside. And Cleveland, great chance right there, getting that block, keeping his hands in the steering wheel, as we like to call it, and not committing a hold.
2 minutes left in the first quarter, 3rd down and 2 from the Edison 42-yard line. Handoff, Jordan Clark right up the gut, first down carry, past the 40 to the 38-yard line, move the chains. Take that back. That was Braden Bumpus on the carry. Bumpus had 2 touchdown carries, both from under center a week ago against the Edison Eagles.
Yeah, they kind of flipped that defensive line.
Coweta Tigers.
They kind of flipped that defensive line and linebacker core and kind of set it up heavy on that right side, which would be the offense's left side. And they just kind of went lead power to the backside and was able to work their way through a lot of mess and trash and pick up the first down.
Bumpus stays to the left side of KWM. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Rolling out left. Washington Maisie looks downfield, passes downfield, finds a wide open man, and Brandon Smith, can he get another one? To the 23-yard line. Not another touchdown, but he does get a first down. As the Buffaloes are flirting with the red zone, that'll move the chains again. And I think Case and Washington Maisie's doing a fantastic job of going through his reads and finding the open man tonight.
Yeah, right there, it's just a straight sprint out to the left. You got a little backside flood action going on. You got the out route, you got the in route, and it looks like you had that fade, and he was able to sit down inside that soft zone, Brandon Smith did. And as a sophomore, to find the soft spot in the zone like that is incredible. It's high football IQ, and this young man is very intelligent when it comes to the athletic side of things.
New running back, Jordan Clark, left side, design quarterback run, straight up the seam to the 15-yard line, to the 10, veers left, delivers a mean stiff arm, and is tackled out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Once again, the Buffaloes move it to the red zone. That's the Pops Kettle Corn red zone, 2714 North Main Street, McAlester, 918-404-5630 for quotes.
Yeah, right there. I mean, that's just quarterback draw. And they're going to act like they're pass proing, and they're going to try to slow the rush down if the linebackers are coming. KWM pops it and takes it off straight up the gut. Beautiful blocking there by the offensive line. You could have drove a Mack truck all the way through it.
Sugar Rush is Braden Bumpus going for another touchdown run. The snap to the right side. Bumpus will cross the goal line, but we do have a flag. I believe it's offsides.
Yeah, looks like they're
The only question is the play going to still count, or do they rule it dead before the ball was snapped? Nope, no touchdown yet.
It's probably going to end up being encroachment.
Half the distance to the goal puts him at the 1-yard line. So Bumpus will have to wait at least another play for his touchdown. Under center. 38 seconds left in the first quarter. There's a snap. Once again, right side. You could have driven a Mack truck through it. And matching on Friday night, the Buffaloes up 3 scores. It is 19-0 as Braden Bumpus with his first touchdown run of the night, his third in 2 games. And it will be Wyatt Phillips on to kick the PAT once more. For the second consecutive week, total domination by the McAlester Buffaloes in the first quarter. They're winning the first quarter so far, 49-9 against opponents on the season, as Phillips boots this one through the uprights and make that 50-9 against opponents on the season so far. 33 seconds. Buffaloes lead 20-0 here on KNED. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
Welcome back to MacTown, USA, here on Homecoming Night 2024, and it's been a sweet homecoming so far indeed, as Wyatt Phillips will kick this one away in a 20-0 ball game with 33 seconds left in the first quarter, as the Eagles let this one bounce, and smart play by number 6 of the Eagles, which is Mason McHugh. A lot of high school athletes go and get that ball and try to return it. He lets this one roll out of bounds, and it will give the Eagles pretty decent field position, as we are going to have a drive that more than likely will go into the second quarter. Speaking of drives, Philip, we have a drive summary.
Yeah, that was an 8-play, 79-yard drive. It took 4 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock.
This drive is going to start at the 35-yard line, by the way.
Capped off with that 1-yard touchdown run by Braden Bumpus, and the PAT was successful. That is your drive summary by TNW Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gail and Doug and ask them about their Goodyear, Michelin, and all of their other brands to fit your budget. That's TNW Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
In the gun at the 35-yard line, the Edison 35 starting this drive, man in motion. They'll pitch it to the man in motion, which is London Labey, as he's tackled for a loss, slung down hard. The Black Death defense does not take a break. Pfeiffer Mitchell on the tackle for a loss. As he comes into this game, 42 tackles. Our two middle linebackers, Will Spears and Pfeiffer Mitchell, already have a combined 105 tackles coming into homecoming tonight through 4 games.
Yeah, what it looked like Labey was going to actually try to do was going to throw that ball, because right here, if you watch the replay right now, they hand it to him, and he gets ready to square shoulders and throw it, but he didn't have that receiver breaking like they were thinking he was going to, so he ended up eating it and then took a loss of 3.
And at the end of the first quarter, the Buffaloes lead 20-0 over the Eagles. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors here on KNED.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester says bring on the monstrous discounts on new Jeeps in stock, including Jeep Wranglers. Take up to $12,000 off new Wranglers or 0% for 72 months. The hot-selling Compass discounted $8,000 off or price at $19,900. Wow! Patriot makes your next Jeep affordable, which allows you to pay off those pesky credit card bills. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Wrangler MSRP 68190. Compass 28090.
So after the loss of 5 as we ended the first quarter on the Pfeiffer Mitchell tackle of London Labey, it'll be 2nd down and 15 as we have a new 12 minutes out of the oven. Buffaloes lead 20-0. Now the Eagles moving it right to left. Empty backfield, trips left. As Goswick gets the ball, design quarterback run left side. He had a pretty good run of 18 earlier in the first quarter. The ball comes out, and the Buffaloes are on top of it, picking it up. Is that Brandon Douglas again? You bet it is. Brandon Douglas on the fumble recovery. Never heard a whistle. Goswick looked like he fumbled. And McAllister's coming over to their near sideline. The Eagle offense is slow to get off first. And now the officials are going to have a word about it.
It looks like it's a fumble.
And it looks like, as far as McAllister's concerned, they're coming out with their offense. The Edison offense is also on the field awaiting the final call here.
And that is as close as it can be. That ball hit the ground, and if you can slow it down on replay, you can zoom it in. As all the big national TVs, they have all their special zooms. We ain't got that here, and we also don't have a review in high school football.
It's going to stay with the Eagles, by the way.
And so,
Chase, what did you see? How close did you think it was from the sideline?
Man, it was close. It's one of those things with high school where you wish you had that technology because it would have came down to that, but it's hard to say. I really do think that he was down, but again, it was really close.
Again, Chase McNutt sideline. This is Brandon Green along with Phillip Jewell Jr. bringing you McAlester football. The chains are confused right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and now they reversed the call. It's McAlester football. At first, the white hat said still Edison ball, and then they reverse it and then point to McAlester. Now that's why the chains ended up deciding to move. I'm not the only one that saw him signal first down Edison, right?
Yeah, I saw him signal Edison football.
So McAlester gets the turnover. We'll talk about Brandon Douglas on the recovery here in just a moment. Here's 1st down and 10 from the Edison 31-yard line. They're faking the pitch. Casey Washington Mays going down the seam. Wide open, man! Cleveland Williamson strikes again. Touchdown, McAlester. And they just score before you can even blink. Cleveland Williamson is on a tear. That is his 3rd touchdown reception of the season. And the Buffaloes a PAT away from going up 27-0, just 14 seconds in to quarter number 2. Here's the snap. Phillips, the boot, and it is good. McAlester leading 27-0, 14 seconds into quarter number 2 here on KNED.
The Buffaloes are the pride of McAlester. When it comes to sports, they're the winning team. And when it comes to your money, Bank First is the all-star you need on your side. We're talking big plays with full-service banking, touchdowns with convenient online and mobile banking, and overtime support with extended hours and ATMs statewide. Bank First, your money's winning team. Proud supporter of the McAlester Buffaloes. Member FDIC.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Vibes are high on a homecoming night on a Friday night. The McAlester Buffaloes are up 27-0 over the Edison Eagles. It has been punt, touchdown, INT, touchdown, fumble, touchdown. McAlester, they have already forced 2 turnovers. They have now had 13 on the season. And by the way, McAlster's last year's defense only had 15 in 11 games. This defense has just taken it to an incredibly new level. As Wyatt Phillips will kick it left to right. Eagles returning it right to left. This one will be returned at the 15-yard line, going up the seam. Now reversing direction to the right side to the 25-yard line and spun down there. And that is where the Eagles are going to start this drive at their own 25-yard line. Phillip, we have another drive summary. I think T&W Tire is getting a lot of love tonight.
That they are. And that was spoiler alert, 1 play, 31-yard touchdown drive. Only took 6 seconds off the clock. And it was that strike from KWM to Cleveland Williamson. The point after was good. That's your drive summary by T&W Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gell and Doug and see their technicians for brakes, suspension, and alignments, along with their 24-hour road service. That's T&W Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
Pistol formation. A receiver to each side and a tight end on each side of the lines. Actually, I think they're doubling up the tight ends on the right. Here's Gossett with the throw out to the right. It's tipped, almost intercepted by Devion Bickham. He stands at 6'4", and he climbed the ladder there to tip that one, but he almost one-handed snagged that. That would have been an easy pick 6.
Yeah, I mean, they're just trying to get that. They're going double tight, so it's 22 set. They're going heavy right there. And so Bickham's got to be over the tight end. Well, the tight end releases into the flat, and he runs a hitch route on the outside. The tight end ran a hitch route as well, so didn't really have a lot of ground that he had to make up when he went to the flats. And the big 6'4" sophomore, he wants that one back.
By the way, we also had Joy Tribby. She's reaching out saying, doing such a great job. Can we shout out to the offensive and defensive lines? Absolutely. The trench game has been unbelievable for McAlester, as we're about to have another delay of game, but Edison calls a timeout first. McAlester leads 27-0 over the Edison Eagles. We'll keep that thought and come back to it when we return in hopefully 60 seconds. 11:33 left to go in the second quarter here on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. You join us in the middle of action as Gavin Mason delivered a pop to the running back of the Edison Eagles, and we were just talking about the trench game. By the way, McAlester leading 27-0 over the Edison Eagles. 11-12 left to go in the first half. It'll be Edison 3rd down and 11. They have the ball at their own 26-yard line. What more can you say about the offense and defensive line? Since Hodo McAllister's defensive line has been insane, and McAllister's offensive line had the best game of the season last week until today. Here's third down and long for the Eagles. Under center, handoff, no keeper. Goswick rolling out right on play action is under pressure, and he just has to dump it down into the feet of his intended receiver. And that will bring up fourth down, and for the make that the fifth consecutive drive, the Eagles will not get a first down.
I mean, right there, they're just going to go boot to the backside. They're going to go reverse boot, and Will Spears putting the absolute pressure on him. And when you got Will Spears coming down at you, it's the equivalent of Bobby Boucher running at you. What do you want? Do you want to take a big hit, or do you just want to throw the ball away, throw it at – you're out of the tackle box, just throw it back to the sticks, and avoid the intentional grounding, and that's exactly what Gossick was able to do.
Noah Leonardo almost got him. There's a high snap still being fumbled, and he's going to be blasted back inside the 10-yard line, and McAllister will get this ball at the 9. It was a high snap. That was a lot of trouble for their punter, Aiden Montgomery. And as he was still trying to pick it up, he just got absolutely blasted. And McAllister's going to start this drive at the 10-yard line. It'll be first down and goal with 10:36 remaining in the first half.
First and goal for the Buffaloes.
I'm just glad to see that Aiden Montgomery's okay, because those are the kind of plays that could really hurt a kid. He's a tough one. He gets back up and gets off the field. So the Buffaloes are going to start this drive once again at the 10, favoring the right hash. Looks like Drayton Pouncil will be the running back, at least for the beginning of this drive. We're still waiting on one more player to come out, and that's Noah Leonardo. He exits the sideline with about 12 seconds to snap, but they got to hurry. They break a short huddle pistol formation. Pouncil behind KWM. The snap, we have early movement. It was Drayton Pouncil. That's going to be a false start, and right there, we've been seeing the last couple of weeks, they start in the pistol, and then a running back will move to one side or the other of KWM. And that's what it looked like Pouncil wanted to do. Didn't have enough time to do that. So they just snapped, and Pouncil was kind of left in no man's land there.
Yeah, couldn't really tell if he was trying to get in that pistol set or if he just kind of went and moved early. But some of that's also on the late getting lined up.
Here's a handoff. Drayton Pouncil sweeping right, has a gap to the 5, crashes. Did he get over the goal line? You bet he did. Another touchdown for the Buffaloes. And they're up 33-0 on the Edison Eagles. Another one-play drive for McAlester. Their second consecutive drive like that. That was a question, hey, after a big, physical, locked-in game against Coweta last week, was McAllister going to bring that same intensity? I think that question has been answered, Phillip.
Oh, absolutely. And they're making a statement. After last year, this team getting banged up, lost some games here at home, they're making statements after statements this year.
This kick will be into the pride of McAllister, and McAllister does lead 34-0 with 10.5 left to go in the half. Here on KNED.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
We return to the hook here on homecoming night. McAlester leading 34-0 over the Edison Eagles with 10:27 left in the second quarter as Wyatt Phillips once again will kick this one away. Eagles returning right to left. This will be bobbled at the 19-yard line, and another huge collision. Ball still on the turf. Who has it? McAlester thinks that they do, but first off, make sure everybody's okay. We have an official with the ball, but who is coming onto the field? Will it be the Edison offense? Looks like McAllister's offense is coming out there. I think they recovered the ball again.
I want to shout out there to London Laby. He took a shot, and he was able to get up, and it's going to be Edison ball. it's going to be Edison ball, but he took a shot. He was able to get up and walk off the field. So shout out to that gamer, but shout out to the kickoff team for getting down and covering it like a heat-seeking missile too. Wow.
Yeah, offense came on the field earlier. Now they come off. I can't talk more about this crowd. It's been a fantastic crowd for the McAlester faithful here on homecoming night. We'll talk to Chase in just a moment about just how locked in McAllister's team has been and also this crowd right behind him as well. We'll let one play go through, though, but we've had a lot of stuff happen on just one-play drives. We'll get to a drive summary also here for just a moment, as here is the pistol formation for the Eagles. A snap, play action, passing over the middle, and it's almost intercepted. Looking on a crossing route for McHugh, it looked like, and nearly with the pick, Jordan Clark. But we have to give our sponsor some love there.
Yeah, that was a one-play, 10-yard drive, and then the only play was a 15-yard run, and the PAT was good. It only took 9 seconds. That is your drive summary by T&W Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gell and Doug. And they carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. T&W Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
So second down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at their own 23-yard line. 10:18 left in the half. Buffaloes leading big, 34-0 here on homecoming. Buffaloes showing a lot of pressure. No one back deep in the secondary. All coming after him. There's a pass to the right side as Goswick was under pressure. It was underthrown and incomplete in the area. Looked to be, I think that's number 22 there for the Eagles. If that is, that it would be Clem Collins. Kind of hard to tell from here. But while we have the time, I don't know if Chase can hear me because it is loud as can be down there. What's been the crowd reaction to McAllister's hot start, and what's been the reaction like from the McAlester sideline?
Well, it's been elation. Everybody is excited. Everybody's playing well. Also, got out freshman Rodney Washington had a great block on that touchdown run, and then Zane Owens as well had that huge hit on the kick return. But as I like to say, vibes are immaculate right now.
We're going to have another delay of game on the Eagles. I mean, you're hearing in the background of Chase's mic there just how loud it is from the field.
I will say, as you heard again there, the crowd, I mean, it's already 34-0, and you would expect some people to start filing out, but it has not looked like that at all. It's still standing room only, and the crowd really showed out tonight.
So that moves the Eagles back inside their own 20 to the 18. Get 10:04 and ticking left. They're just cranking up the volume to 11 here at the hook. It is 3rd and 15, 9:56 left in the half. Eagles going to bunch up a couple of receivers, push out a couple more further. Running back right side, Goswick under pressure, has to tuck it and try to run as he can't leap over Braden Bumpus on the tackle. Got back to around the original line of scrimmage. We'll call it a gain of 4, but still another 3 and out by the Eagle offense, 4th and 11.
Yeah, they're in 12 personnel at that H-back. They moved that back over, and it was a hot pass, and it kind of looked like it was going to be a screen because we had our outside backers come up the field, and he turned immediately, and he came back side, had one man to beat, and Braden Bumpus was actually the contained man there, and Braden Bumpus was able to wrap up the legs and only allow a pickup of 4 yards.
By the way, Mary Martin saying, unfortunately, watching from home tonight, but really enjoying the live stream, saying, go Buffs. Thank you, Mary, for tuning in. One of the best to ever do it. Aiden
Absolutely.
Montgomery inside his own 10-yard line. We have another delay of game. The Eagles are playing hard, but they're also getting in their own way a little bit with some of these delay of games. That'd be their 3rd one in the first half.
So now with backing this one up another 5 yards, Jackson McKinney could actually put his heels on the 40-yard line of Tulsa Edison.
This reminds me of a situation of another underclassman.
Penalty on the Eagles.
I'm talking about Caden Less now. In a similar situation, was able to take a situation like this on a punt return touchdown just a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Can Jackson McKinney maybe have a house call here? Like speaking it into existence. Aiden Montgomery does punt it away. I don't think it's going to happen. It's a short punt. McKinney tells everyone to get out of the way, takes a bounce at the Edison 37-yard line, and it's down around that area. So McAlester with, once again, excellent field position. You know, McAlester may not have a ton of yards tonight, and you might think, well, they must not have played very well on offense. They just had a lot of defensive touchdowns. But my thing is, I don't think that they've had more than one drive that's been longer than 60 yards on all these touchdowns that they've had. I think they've had one drive start past their own 40-yard line.
They had the ball on their 23 and their 21.
Okay,
so far.
So a couple of long drives, but that's it. A lot of drives starting in Edison territory. 2 receivers right, nobody to the left side. H-back tight end left. Snap, passing near side, caught by Zane Owens. The senior cuts it up to the 35-yard line, shakes off 2 tackles, shakes off a third, presses the B button, and a hard-nosed catch and go of 5 yards on the screen pass. The senior Zane Owens. 2nd down and 5 coming up.
Washington Maisie to Zane Owens for the game.
Yeah, right there. I mean, they're just going to run a set screen. All he did, not really a bubble. And Zane Owens makes a man miss. And when he came back in field, he spun into the contact and absorbed it like a gangster because coaches always tell you to spin to the outside. Zane Owens spun in, took it, and able to get up, hard pick up of 5 yards.
Same formation, but the meat on the right side of the line. There's a handoff, and there he goes. I believe that's Drayton Pouncil making his way to the 15-yard line and a first down carry again. Scratch that. That's going to be...
First down, Buffalo.
Who is that on the carry? Is that Cash Tidwell? I believe that's Cash Tidwell on the carry.
That is Cash Tidwell.
Yeah, Cash Tidwell, new running back into the game for the Buffaloes. Thank you, Chase. Snap, and we're going to have a flag here first. And that'll move McAlester back 5 yards as they were wanting to run tempo. By the way, that first down brought to you by McAlester Direct Primary Care, offering 24/7 access to your provider. Deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. Call 918-233-6522. McAlester in the Pops Kettle Corn Red Zone. We've already mentioned them a few times here in the first half. We encourage you to go see them over in Old Town, 918-404-5630 for quotes. 1st and 15 from the 20-yard line. H-back tied in right. Single receiver near side, single receiver far. Washington Maisie under pressure on the play action after the snap. Tosses for the end zone, and it's almost intercepted. Went through a lot of traffic. We had 2 Eagles and 2 Buffalo around the 10-yard line. It brings up 2nd down and 15 as he was looking for somebody under pressure.
Yeah, right there, Case and Maisie, it was just a backside play action. And that outside backer did not bite on it. It actually came up the field on him. And Maisie was wanting to roll because he was wanting to get that corner route to the pylon. And it was taking a little while to develop off that backside. So Maisie was having to hold on to it. And he wasn't wanting to turn it upfield. And he ended up with 3 guys around him. And when he threw that ball, it was a lot of traffic. And luckily for the Buffaloes, that ball hit the ground.
So Tidwell on the left side of KWM, 2 receivers each side, right hash. Here's the snap, pass out, far side. Caught and tackled down inside the 15-yard line. That went all the way to the far side. And I think that will be number 13 on the catch, which would be Cade French. And it brings up 3rd down and long. McAllister's only faced 1 third down tonight. It's 3rd down and 9 on the season. They are 14 for 37. Not great, just a little bit above 36%. McAllister's leading 34-0 with 6:44 left to go in the first half. And we'll see if McAlester can make it 2 for 2 on 3rd down. Pistol formation, 2 receivers each side. Tidwell still in the game. He goes to the right hip of KWM. Snap rolling out right is KWM. Looking for the end zone, passing, and it is caught. Touchdown! What a time! Case in Washington Maisie finds the freshman, number 33, Rodney Washington, on the touchdown. And that is the first touchdown reception in young Rodney Washington's varsity career. That is what you call dime time from the junior. He delivered that one with a little bit of mustard. And looks like McAlester might be wanting to go for 2 here to try to get back that missed PAT they had earlier. 2 receivers right. We have 2 receivers left. Tidwell still the running back. On the left of Case and Washington Maisie for the 2-point attempt. Here's the snap. Going to be rolling out right. Washington Maisie once again looking end zone. No one's there. And he just has to throw it out of bounds, and he takes a late hit too. But he was still in the field of play, so it really wasn't a late hit. It was just a well-played play by the Edison Eagles. So the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. McAlester leads 40-0 over the Eagles with still 6:25 left to go in the half You're listening to McAlester Football on KNED.
They say it's your birthday. It's our birthday too, yeah.
This month, we're celebrating 45 years at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. That's 45 years of serving the community with the best vehicles and service. Join us for incredible anniversary deals. Come get $2,000 off our 2024 Nissan Rogues or lock in a 2.9% rate. Drive away in a 2024 Frontier for $2,500 off or lock in a rate of 3.9%. Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Capital management.
Dominant ball game by the McAlester Buffaloes, 40-0 over the Edison Eagles with 6:25 remaining in quarter number 2. Phillip, before we get started with kickoff here, break down that last touchdown pass. Case Washington Mazey to Rodney Washington looked like a beaut.
Yeah, just get that boot again. I mean, right now, and that's what they're doing. They're changing the line of scrimmage, and they're keeping Case Washington Mazey on the move, and that's where this young man thrives. Standing in the pocket and having to climb, he's good, but when he's throwing on the move, he's really good. He gets his shoulders turned at just the right time. He gets those hips and those feet planted, pointed where he wants to go, and he dropped a beaut into the corner.
As we have the kickoff, and it takes a weird bounce. This might be another tough play for the Eagles. It's picked up by 24, rushing right, spun sideways and runs into a brick wall before he's tackled down at the 15. And trying to make something out of nothing there was number 24, Isaiah Rathod. And the Eagles will start this drive at their own 15-yard line, but we were speaking about the touchdown throw from KWM to Rodney Washington. Talk about the rest of the drive, Phillip.
Yeah, that was a 5-play, 37-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 16 seconds off the clock. And it was eventually capped off with that 15-yard pass from Case Washington Mazey to Rodney Washington. The 2-point attempt was unsuccessful. And that is your drive summary by T&W Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gell and Doug and see their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with their 24-hour road service. Call T&W Tire McAlester. That's 918-426-6571.
Goswick under center. The snap, handoff to Robledo. Robledo, not much going on there. We spoke about the defensive line. They clogged up every hole and allowed Will Spears to come in untouched for the tackle. And he's lucky a gain of 1 there. So, Chase, you had a great view of that last touchdown throw from Case Washington Mazey to Rodney Washington. He had a little bit of heat on that one, didn't he? I think we just lost Chase there for a second. We'll come back after this next play. Yeah, we'll be back after this next play with him. We had lost connection for just a little bit with the headset there. But in the pistol formation, 2nd down and 10 are the Eagles. We have a running back, Robledo, go to the right side of Goswick, and we will possibly have another timeout here. We had offsides. Offsides on McAlester. They're getting a little too antsy. They've been able to get into the backfield a lot tonight against the Eagles, so they give them 5 free yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 4. But I was mentioning, Chase, you had a great front row seat to the touchdown throw from Case Washington Mazey to Rodney Washington. That might be his hardest thrown ball of the year.
Yeah, I mentioned a couple weeks ago against Ada, that really long touchdown to Brandon Smith I thought was his best throw of the season. But that one, you could not have put that in a more perfect spot. It looked a little reminiscent of what you saw from Baker to Sterling Shepard last night as well on Thursday Night Football.
Had to throw in the OU reference there. I love it. Hey, rolling out right, Goswick on 2nd down, finds an open man, and there's Edison's first down of the game, but not without a prize, as there's a big hit around the 34-yard line, but that will move the chains for the Eagles. Their first down coming just a little over halfway through the second quarter. McAlester does lead 40-0, 5:07 left to go in quarter number 2, and the Eagles move it to the 35-yard line on their side of the 50.
Yeah, it's just a sprint out there to that far side, and he's just going to find that soft spot in the zone on the back end. Buffaloes, they're up 40-0, and that's kind of like just going in that zone, trying to call the dogs off a little bit, and he was just able to find the soft spot in there.
Isaiah Rathod on the catch. Snap, I don't think Goswick was ready for it. Pass to the near side. It's a leaping catch, and down the near seam goes number 2, London Labey, for a gain of just a few.
Yeah,
for a short gain, 2nd down.
That Goswick wasn't really ready for the snap, and so when that snap came in, he ended up throwing that bubble screen high, and Labey was actually able to get a hold of it and turn it upfield. Because if that ball hits the ground, being a bubble like that, it's a 50-50 shot on if it ends up landing behind the quarterback or not. And if it does, that could have been very good field position had McAlester jumped on it.
Pandemonium would have ensued.
So good play there by Labey to keep that one in.
2nd and 9, 4 to snap it. Here's the snap, handoff Robledo up the middle. Met and driven back. Drayton Pouncil trying to take him back to the bus. And we have a late flag coming in there because Pouncil continued on with the play and then drove him into the turf. So he did continue to push him back when he heard the whistle. I know that you're in the heat of the moment, but you got to lay off. And this is going to be a personal foul on McAlester, and that'll move McAlester backwards and Edison forwards for another first down.
Yeah, I mean, you take a great play like that, no gain, maybe even a loss of 1, and you negate it all with a 15-yard penalty like that, and that's just not something that you want to happen, because now Edison has the ball in midfield, and they could very well be about to take their first snap on your side of the 50. And so right here, look for the Buffalo defensive line to just slam down, change the line of scrimmage, and try to get in Goswick's face.
It's that balancing act of wanting to play aggressive but not too aggressive to where you have fouls like that, and we'll talk about it more after this play. First down and 10 from the 50-yard line. Snap, handoff, again, Robledo up the middle, bounces out right. It's met by an outside backer, I believe, and I think we're going to have either a loss of 1 or no gain on first down and 10 from the 50. Ball came out, but after the whistle was blown. 3:22 and ticking remaining in the first half. McAlester leading 40-0 over the Edison Eagles.
Yeah, they're going to bring motion with that inside receiver, handoff run, lead to the backside, and he's just met, and he's stood up and allows the herd to come in, clean it up, and get him down to the ground. And good job there defensively by the backers, not being fooled with the eye candy of that jet sweep motion from the inside receiver and keeping their eyes to the mesh point.
2 receivers right, H-back right, running back right. Snap and rolling out right is Goswick. Now he's trying to tug it. Now it goes for the long ball, and I think it might have been caught. It was caught, but was it inbounds? That was a fantastic throw. He finds London Labey all the way to around the 24-yard line, right over a Buffalo defender and tiptoed inbounds. That's the longest play from scrimmage for the Eagles today. That was 25 yards on the throw, and it gets to the McAlester 25-yard line, and now the Buffaloes' defensive scoreless streak is in danger.
Yeah, just going to run a corner strike, just attacking the corner route out there, and Buffaloes thought that they had their hands on it and was going to get it knocked down, but it just got over and he got a toe in. Great play.
Great throw by Goswick. There's the snap, handoff Robledo. Robledo finds a little bit of daylight, but it's met quickly by a bunch of black jerseys. And be a gain of 3, but now it looks like the offensive line starting to get their first push of the game as McAlster's defense has owned the line of scrimmage, and so has the McAlester offense so far in this one. We have under 2.5 remaining in the first half. Buffaloes are leading 40-0. They have not allowed a point defensively in 10 consecutive quarters so far, but the Eagles knocking on the door.
Yeah, right here, this is where you just got to get mean and nasty on the defensive front, and you got to make Goswick really feel this pressure because he's coming under center right here. So you got to try to trip him up, maybe push that line right back into his lap.
Under center, 3 to snap it. There is the snap with 2 minutes left in the half. Goswick rolling out left, under pressure, has to reverse. Great move past Noah Leonardo, going for the end zone. It's a 50-50 ball, and it's incomplete. Should have been picked off. Cade French in the area. He'll be credited with the pass deflection, but that should have been going the other way. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Eagles.
That's nearly
Noah Leonardo on the same play nearly had a huge sack of almost 7 yards.
Yeah, Leonardo just gets him, chases him around, and the awareness, though, of Goswick to flip his hips and throw at the same time,
he's just a sophomore.
Does a kid play baseball? Because the way that he makes that play reminds me of a shortstop coming up the hole and just getting one and ripping it across the diamond. The way that he's able to move his feet, move his hips, and Goswick, great awareness there. And luckily that ball fell to the turf for him.
3rd and 7, reverse back to Goswick. It's a flea flicker for the end zone, 1-on-1. It is
PI in the end zone.
We do have an interference, and it's still caught. Wow. Are you serious? That is a fantastic catch by number 24 of the Eagles. That is Isaiah Rathod on one of the catches of the year, one of the best catches of the year. Even while being tugged on, he's still able to make an incredible play over a McAlester defender. Obviously, that pass interference is going to be declined. And McAlster's scoreless streak will end with 1:41 left to go in the second quarter. Hey, but you just got to tip your cap there to Isaiah Rathod and the throw from Brody Goswick on the flea flicker. Snap, Hold, kick is up, and it's blocked. A chance to return it. No, there's the whistles, and we'll have to call it dead there. So the PAT is blocked. McAlester leading 40-6 with 1:41 left in the half. We'll take a break and be back here on KNED.
Vickers Furniture would like to thank you for voting us the Reader's Choice #1 furniture store in McAlester. At Vickers, the customer always comes first. Vickers is having a Fall into Savings event. We're offering special discounts on living room and bedroom suits all month long. Visit our website for unbeatable deals at vickers-furniture.com or come see us at 215 South 2nd Street.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
As we cheer on the Buffaloes for a great season, make sure your home is just as game ready with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Whether it's keeping warm during those chilly game nights or staying cool when the heat is on, we've got you covered with top-notch heating and cooling. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air today and enjoy home comfort that's always in the winning zone. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Go Buffs! So McAllister's scoreless streak will end at 10 quarters, and in the 11th, the Edison Eagles were able to strike on a fantastic touchdown throw. And we'll speak on it after this kick. 1:41 remaining in quarter number 2. Buffaloes are leading 40-6 over the Edison Eagles, and it will be Aiden Montgomery to kick it off to McAllister, who will be returning it left to right across your screens and radio dials. There's the boot. And it will be Cleveland Williamson getting it at the 15-yard line. Racing down the near side, has daylight to the 40. Tiptoes, but he stepped on that white line, and this one will be coming back a little bit further than what he wants it to be.
And Jordan Clark with a touchdown-saving tackle on his own teammate after he stepped out of bounds.
So McAllister's going to start this drive inside their 40-yard line with all 3 timeouts remaining. But we have a drive summary for the Edison Eagles, Phillip.
That was an 8-play, 85-yard touchdown drive that took 4 minutes and 38 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 22-yard touchdown pass from Goswick to Rothod. And that is your drive summary by TNW Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gell and Doug. And they carry Goodyear, Michelin, and many other brands that fit your budget. TNW Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
Washington Maisie going for the home run on the first play from scrimmage, and coming back and making the catch, Devion Pickham. He's going to make it a house call. What a fantastic play on the ball to Devion Pickham.
Washington Maisie to Devion Pickham.
Fireworks have been going off here on homecoming night, as the Buffaloes, again, lickety-split their third drive, where they score a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. It didn't take them long to put that touchdown that they gave up in the rear view. I just mentioned McAlester had 3 timeouts, didn't need a single one, and Wyatt Phillips on to attempt the PAT. Snap is good. Hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good as the Buffaloes lead 47-6. Have yourself a night. Case in Washington Maisie. 1:18 left in the half here on KNED.
Some zero-turn riding lawnmowers concentrate on performance. Others stay focused on comfort. But whoever said it's an either-or situation? With Gravely, you get plenty of both. And the ProTurn 300 is a perfect example. This newly designed mower is loaded with innovative features and is designed to keep the operator mowing comfortably from dawn to dusk. The Gravely ProTurn 300, the right balance of comfort and performance. Available at KC Farm Machinery, right across from the McAlester Union Stockyards.
A duo that's perfect together. That's Blackburn Plumbing and Air and Lennox. Blackburn Plumbing and Air is your local Lennox dealer, and we're committed to making your family's home comfort our top priority. With the wide assortment of Lennox products to offer, Blackburn Plumbing and Air will ensure your home's air is perfect for your family. Call us today at 918-423-2078 or visit us online at goblackburn.com to learn more about how you can experience expert service and care offered by Blackburn Plumbing and Air. License number 138890.
We're back underway as here's a kick to the Edison Eagles. That'll bounce and hit off the shin of a Eagle at the 12-yard line. They're returning it right to left. It'll be Marquaylin Davis as he takes it up the seam to the 25-yard line, still fighting his way, trying to get past that 25-yard line mark. But I think that's where he's going to be taken down at. So 1:06 left to go in the first half. McAlester strikes again to go up 47-6. They're making your job easy, Phillip, with these drive summaries.
Yeah, that was another one-play, 61-yard touchdown drive. It only took 14 seconds. And it was capped off with that pass from KWM to Davion Bickham. And the point after was successful. That's your drive summary by TNW Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gail and Doug and see their technicians for their brakes, suspensions, alignments, along with their 24-hour road service. That is TNW Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
And the pistol, two receivers right, H-back right, snap to Goswick, hands it off over to Robello, and again, doesn't get much. I think it might even be a loss of a yard. As we're into our final minute of the first half, what was the intensity like for the McAlester defense as they were coming out onto the field? I know that they did not want to give up that scoreless streak, Chase, so they looked like they're pretty locked in for these final few plays of the half.
They did. They looked like they weren't too happy with that touchdown last time. But obviously, as you mentioned, sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the young man. It was a great play, but I think it means something to him. I think they would like to hold it to 6 for the rest of the game.
33 seconds left to go in quarter number 2. Here's the handoff to the running back up the middle, which will be, again, that's number 23, Ruben Robledo. And that will maybe take us to the end of the first half. Buffaloes lead 47-6. The Eagles can run one more play if they want to. It's only a gain of 1. 10 seconds until the end of the half, and it looks like the Eagles are just going to walk off the field, and that will be the end of quarter number 2. We're going to take a break here in just a moment, but could you ask for a much better first half by the Buffalo offense? 47 points. It's already a season high as they lead the Eagles 47-6. We're going to be having halftime stats and more coming up in just a moment. But again, it's been a fantastic homecoming night to remember. Again, our halftime show brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry will begin shortly. You're listening to your home for McAlester Sports, KNED.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to health care at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester says bring on the monstrous discounts on new Jeeps in stock, including Jeep Wranglers. Take up to $12,000 off new Wranglers or 0% for 72 months. The hot-selling Compass discounted $8,000 off or priced at $19,900. Wow! Patriot makes your next Jeep affordable, which allows you to pay off those pesky credit card bills. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Wrangler MSRP 68190. Compass 28090.
The Buffaloes are the pride of McAlester. When it comes to sports, they're the winning team. And when it comes to your money, Bank First is the all-star you need on your side. We're talking big plays with full-service banking, touchdowns with convenient online and mobile banking, and overtime support with extended hours and ATMs statewide. Bank First, your money's winning team. Proud supporter of the McAlester Buffaloes. Member FDIC.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
Well, the McAlester Buffaloes are up 47-6 over the Edison Eagles, and you might be wondering, how did we get to this point? Well, we are going to tell you about it, and we might waste all of our time doing the same thing. Again, this is the Buffalo Halftime Show brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Free jewelry cleaning and inspections are recommended every 4 to 6 months to keep your jewelry looking at its best. Proper cleaning and inspection will extend the longevity of your most cherished pieces of jewelry. And they are our sponsor for our halftime show, so that's why we can't show the sounds of everything that's going on for our halftime festivities here, but we do want to give a shout-outs to our McAlester Palm, who played during the commercial break. McAlester Cheer just ended up dancing as well and doing their cheers. And McAlester Band is about to come onto the field as well. And I want to give a big congratulations to the Pride of McAlester. They had an outstanding performance at the Yukon Invitational Marching Contest. They finished 10th overall, and it's just the beginning of what's shaping up to be an incredible season. We couldn't be prouder of their dedication, talent, and hard work. We tell them to keep pushing, keep performing, keep making us proud.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, you know, and the way that the way the band is, man, something that people don't understand, don't know if you're not a band parent or around the school and affiliated with the programs. The band meets at 6 o'clock every morning in the parking lot at the school. Marches. They march in the middle, like in the heat, and with all their equipment on, carrying tubas, doing everything. And, you know, the band, the shed, like that's why that they are called the Pride of McAlester High School Marching Band. And without them, yeah, there would be some fireworks on the field, but there wouldn't be the booms that you hear thundering throughout the town.
And they set the mood also with the banging of the bass drums during the coin toss as well. It's pretty cool.
I love it. You know, that's something that I'm going to steal it from you real quick, but they still do the same thing from when we were in high school. They play, like they hit the bass drum, and the cheerleaders and the Palm Girls at the same time in unison, go Buffs, go, boom.
Yeah.
And so they still do that. And so to keep that tradition going from what would be now 14 years when we came into high school, 10 years being out, and seeing that they're still doing the same tradition coming out of the tunnel, that's what makes small town America one of the greatest places to be.
So we don't have a whole lot of time, but we do want to ask for a short opinion of the first half, if you can keep it short.
I can keep it real short.
Well, it's hard to when you had 47 points on offense in the first half.
You did everything you needed to do. You did.
Point blank period.
Point blank period. Offensively, defensively. I mean, you had some boneheaded penalties, you know, offensively and defensively.
That led to a touchdown.
That led to a touchdown. And that's what I talked about in the pregame. You know, don't commit a stupid penalty, because if you commit stupid penalties, you give away free yards, you give up free points, or you take points off your own board. But other than that, came in tonight with a game plan, executed it perfectly, got out to a hot start, got some points on the board, got Maisie on the move, changed the line of scrimmage, and what else could you ask for offensively and defensively? And special teams. Special teams came up. You've won all three phases because you got that muffed punt, blocked whatever it is with the punter. And if you're a Buffalo fan, you couldn't ask for anything better, but someone's going to say, well, they didn't put up 49 in the first half. They had 2 blunders.
Always something to complain about, right? Anyway, yeah, let's look at the scoring in the first half. McAlester only had 1 drive where they allowed a first down. That's it. It went punt, 9-yard touchdown throw from Casey Washington-Mazey to Brandon Smith. Then punt. Then a 68-yard touchdown pass from Casey Washington-Mazey to James Barr Jr. Then an interception. 8 plays later, 1-yard touchdown run by Braden Bumpus. Then a fumble. Very next play, 31-yard touchdown pass, Casey Washington-Mazey to Cleveland Williamson. Turnover on downs. It really was that block punt that you're mentioning. 15-yard touchdown run by Drayton Pouncil. Punt again. Then Casey Washington-Mazey finding Casey Washington-Mazey finding Rodney Washington for a 15-yard strike. Then came Tulsa Edison. They went down the field 85 yards in 8 plays, 22-yard touchdown pass from Goswick to Rathod. Put the Eagles on the board. But the very next play, offensively, 61-yard touchdown pass, Casey Washington-Mazey to Devion Bickham. So if you are keeping stats at home, which we have our own person over here and the GOAT of stats to be able to do that for us, Larry Barnett, which, by the way, rocking an incredible Black Death Defense, original Black Death Defense shirt today.
He said the OG from, what was it, Larry, 2000, 2001?
2002.
So the shirt he is wearing, ladies and gentlemen, is older than any player that is playing for these two teams tonight. That is incredible.
Yeah, it's 5 touchdown passes per Casey Washington-Mazey in the first half to 5 different receivers. That's pretty incredible there. So Casey Washington-Mazey, and if you're looking at your difference maker, I'm stealing it from you right now. That's who it is. It's Casey Washington-Mazey. You want to add anything?
Yeah, I mean, no, you're absolutely right. It's got to be Casey Washington-Mazey. But if you were going to try to dispute it or argue it, I would say the offensive line for helping change the line of scrimmage, helping get Washington-Mazey into the flats. But when a young man gets on the move like that and then is outside of the tackle box and knows that, hey, there's an outside backer screaming down on me or a safety that's about to come up, and he knows what he's got to do, then that one's on him. Just the straight athleticism, football IQ, and being just a great football player. And so, yeah, I mean, Casey Washington-Mazey is the obvious difference maker. But if you're going to dispute anything, it's got to be the offensive line for helping get him outside of the pocket and cleaning it up for him.
He had 4 touchdown passes coming into today, 5 in the first half against the Edison Eagles. Obviously already career highs for KWM. Let's send it down to Chase McNutt for a sideline report. What have you seen in the first half of the McAlester Buffaloes that we haven't already said?
Well, it's hard to find something you guys haven't already talked about. It's not a lot to be upset about in that first half. I mean, you score 47 points. I know you don't want to give up the touchdown. You talk about some of the penalties that were given up, and maybe you just want to fix those in the second half. But again, it's the defense playing out of its mind offensively, as well as you mentioned KWN having a career game just in the first half. But the big thing, I guess, going forward, you're going to see a lot more younger guys here in the second half. They're going to get a lot of good work, and you never know going forward, especially once you get later on in the season. Some of those young guys, their names may be called upon later on. So I think it's going to be really good for them to get this work today, this second half as well. But as you mentioned, not really a lot to be upset about. It was a great first half overall.
Yeah, so the score at the end of the first half, 47-6, McAlester leads here on homecoming night. Scores from around the district and area coming up next. This is the Buffalo Halftime Show brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry.
They say it's your birthday, it's our birthday too, yeah.
Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry in McAlester is your full-service jewelry store. Custom jewelry, sales, repair, watch battery replacement, and now carrying Citizen watches. Looking for a memorable gift? Come to Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Don't forget, if McAlester wins, you take an extra 15% off your purchase by telling us what the score was for the game. Follow us on Facebook and call us at 918-420-9313. Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry, 1117 East Wade Watts Avenue, McAlester. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Sizzle your bacon, indeed, if you're listening on the radio there. Again, that was the touchdown pass to James Barr Jr. that went 68 yards. That was the second touchdown throw of the night for Casey Washington-Mazey so far. This is the Buffalo Halftime Show brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Again, stop by Wiley's in McAlester for all of your jewelry needs. McAlester leading 47-6 on this game here in Pittsburgh County. How about the rest of our games in our district and our area teams?
Starting off in 5A.
Oh, by the way, before I do that, our scoreboard update is brought to you by Barlow Built Performance and Automotive. They're your full-service automotive repair shop, brake work, and heat and air repair. Plus, we do MIG and TIG welding. We're McAllister's only full-time exhaust shop. From race cars to your grandma's cars, we do it all. We sell tires and wheels. Barlow Built Performance and Automotive, 1 West Monroe Avenue in McAlester. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 918-318-0323. Sorry, now take it over.
So the Booker T. Washington Hornets currently lead the Shawnee Wolves 21-0 at the half. I was wrong about that. The Durant Lions currently lead the Redbirds, the Cardinals 34-7 at the half.
You're wrong about that.
I was wrong about that. But this one should shock a lot of people. Bishop Kelly and Coweta. It's a lot tighter than what people thought because Coweta get blanked 35-0 last week. They're only trailing 13-0 at the half to Bishop Kelly.
Hey, look at that. McAllister's got to like that, too, knowing that Bishop Kelly comes to the hook in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
13 days.
And, and you get East Central next week, McAllister does. So, that's a chance that you can rest your starters in both second halves. So, you get a game of recovery before you get the Comets. So, it could be 2 bye weeks, essentially. And then we move
Still got to show up.
You still got to take care of business.
At East Central, where last year they gave you a fight through the first half.
Exactly. And I think they're a little better than they were last year.
I think so, too.
We'll find out next week. Next up, the Locust Grove Pirates and the Eufaula Ironheads. I had 24-19, but the Ironheads have scored, and it is now 27-24 Eufaula.
They're in another game of the week here because they went to overtime last week, lost to, Muldrow in overtime?
Yep, lost to Muldrow Bulldogs in overtime, and they're currently up 3 on the Locust Grove Pirates. The Vian Wolverines 34-0 over the Bearcats of Antlers. The Wampus Cats 14, the Morris Eagles 0. The Colgate Wildcats 26, Comanche Indians 14. The Holdenville Wolverines 46-0 over the Tushomingo Indians. Henrietta Knights, they're up 25-0 over the Diggers of Wilburton. The Miners and the Shoto Maisie Wildcats, a lot closer than a lot of people was thinking.
Way closer.
Some people were thinking this was going to be a rout from the word go. 19-8 at the half.
Chase said they put up 60 points. I think he's wrong.
Unless they explode like the McAllister did in the first half and the second, they're not going to score 60 tonight.
Chase is on the mic. I thought he was on the mic. I think he wanted to say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
There we go. Hey, I might be a little... there's still a lot of time left. Let's not count it out. Only halftime. You never know.
I mean, the Buffaloes did score 47 in 24 minutes. So, they could score, 41 in 12 minutes. 24 minutes. I'm sorry. Canadian crossover prep. It says it's starting. So 0-0 question mark. If anybody out there, if you know somebody, maybe your neighbor's uncle's goldfish's dog, might have the score. If you can send that to Brandon, myself, Chase, Nate, whoever you may have from McAlester Radio, and we would love to let everyone be updated on the Cougars and the Lions. Next up, Savannah Bulldogs, Webbers Falls Warriors. I told each and every one of you during the pregame, the only thing good to come out of Webbers Falls was their corn. Bulldogs lead 14-8.
Hey, I'm going to be gladly wrong if Webbers Falls loses this game because I picked Webbers Falls, but I want Savannah to win, and I'm glad to hear that they are winning. So we're going to take a break again at halftime of our game here in McAlester. The Buffaloes lead 47-6 over the Edison Eagles. This is the Buffalo Halftime Show presented by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. We'll have halftime stats and keys to the second half coming up here on KNED.
Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry in McAlester is your full-service jewelry store. Custom jewelry, sales, repair, watch battery replacement, and now carrying Citizen watches. Looking for a memorable gift? Come to Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Don't forget, if McAlester wins, you take an extra 15% off your purchase by telling us what the score was for the game. Follow us on Facebook and call us at 918-420-9313. Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry, 1117 East Wade Watts Avenue, McAlester. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Welcome back to the Buffalo Halftime Show presented by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Stop by Wiley's in McAlester for all your jewelry needs. McAlester leading 47-6 over the Edison Eagles. And we're going to start off with our keys to the second half, and then we're going to go to our stats first. But we're still tallying up our stats for us. But we will look at our keys to the second half, which there's not much because look at what you're already doing.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep doing what you're doing. Got some of the pups tuning up on the sideline. We noticed Christian Brumley was starting to throw a little bit late in that first half. You got some young guns.
Gavin Brumley.
Gavin Brumley. I'm sorry. Let's say Christian.
Yeah, you're thinking of the Broken Bow quarterback from a couple years back.
That dude, he's good.
He's still haunting you right now.
He haunts my nightmares. Him and Kylan Whitfield.
Yeah.
But no, Gavin Brumley started warm up late in that second half on that first half. And for those young pups on the sideline, get ready, bud, because you're up 41 right now. They're going to come out. Starters probably come out on that first drive. If they score a touchdown, they score it. After that, it's you the rest of the way. And the lights are on. It's time to get ready, strap up, and just don't commit a stupid penalty. Just don't cost
me a favor.
Just do me a favor. Don't cost your team and get a drive killer to start the drive with a delay of game or a false start or a hold.
And they've been really good with penalties this year.
And y'all have been really good on penalties. But and I'm not attacking any particular player. I'm attacking, I'm saying this to the whole team because just because the personal foul did happen on Drayton Pouncil, it wasn't necessarily Drayton Pouncil's fault that the touchdown pass got caught in the end zone.
And also you're in the middle of the action. And sometimes you just zone out and you don't.
Sometimes you don't even hear the whistle.
Adrenaline takes over.
And sometimes you don't even hear the whistle, and that could have easily been what happened. Just didn't hear the whistle and continued the play, and the referees threw the flag, and so it just gave free yardage. And just, if you be smart, but keep it good between the ears, do what you do, roll out of here with no injuries.
Yeah.
Got your 15. That's all you need.
That's my key to the second half. Be healthy. Do not have any injuries here. In a game that looks like it's well over. So let's look at our stats. We're going to start off with the Tulsa Edison Eagles with the first carry, or the only carry that we have for Marquaylin Davis. It went for -2 yards. Number 23, which is Ruben Robledo, he had 9 carries for 3 yards. We had number 12, Brody Goswick. He had 3 carries for 22 yards, the leading rusher for the Eagles. And number 4, which is Marquaylin Davis, he had 1 carry for -16 yards. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like it was 7 for 13 for Brody Goswick for 53 yards and a touchdown, and also 1 interception. The receptions went to Mason McHugh, 2 catches for -5 yards. Number 2, London Levy, he had 3 catches for 21 yards. And number 24, Isaiah Rathod, he had 2 catches for, looks like 30, I want to say it's 32 yards, 37 yards, and a touchdown reception. 4 penalties on the Eagles. 3 of them were delay of games. They had 7 rushing yards on 14 attempts, 53 passing yards on 13 attempts, 60 yards of offense in the first half, negative half a yard rushing average, 4 yards a pass, 2.2 yards a play. Now going to the Buffaloes. Jordan Clark had 2 carries for, looks like 36 yards. We had 2 carries for Drayton Pouncil for 24 yards. Kason Washington Mazey, 2 carries for 21 yards. Braden Bumpus, 2 carries for 5 yards and a touchdown. And number 9, which is Cash Tidwell, he had 1 carry for 17 yards. For Kason Washington Mazey in the first half, he went 12 for 14 for 253 yards and 5 touchdowns to 5 different receivers. Calling it, that's Nate's player of the game. It's a difference maker because he's always the one that goes first. McAlester had 103 rushing yards on 8 attempts, 253 passing yards on 14 attempts, 356 yards of offense in the first half, 12.8 yards a rush, 18 yards a pass, 16 yards of play for the Buffalo offense in the first half. That's going to be it for the halftime show. I think it's a good way to be able to end our halftime show, brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Again, McAlester leading 47-6 as we're about a minute away between now and the beginning of the second half. Again, we would like to thank Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Free jewelry cleaning and inspections are recommended every 4 to 6 months to keep your jewelry looking at its best. Proper cleaning and inspection will extend the longevity of your most cherished pieces of jewelry. McAlester gets the ball to begin the second half. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on KNED.
They say it's your birthday. It's our birthday too, yeah.
This month, we're celebrating 45 years at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. That's 45 years of serving the community with the best vehicles and service. Join us for incredible anniversary deals. Come get $2,000 off our 2024 Nissan Rogues or lock in a 2.9% rate. Drive away in a 2024 Frontier for $2,500 off or lock in a rate of 3.9%. Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Kawasaki's Ridge and Ridge XR family set the new off-road standard. Built for work and play, Ridge side-by-sides deliver versatile performance with a powerful 4-cylinder engine and premium interior features. For even more trail-taming power, the Ridge XR family offers more horsepower and versatility for rugged work or advanced play. This is peak premium performance. Shop the full Kawasaki Ridge lineup today at Vickers Power Sports, 1904 South Main, McAlester.
So we're about to begin the second half. McAlester leading 47-6 over the Edison Eagles here on homecoming night. Again, our kickoff sponsor is Red Duck Tattoo Studio for all of your custom artwork, big or small, color or black and gray. Now booking for fall. Gift certificates available. Red Duck Tattoo Studio, 219 East Chickasaw Avenue, McAlester. Must be 18 years or older. Buffaloes will return this ball right to left across your screens and radio dials as Aiden Montgomery, the kicker for the Eagles, will kick it left to right. Ball's pinned up at the 40-yard line right between the hash marks, and we're just about ready to get started again. There's the approach to the football, and there is toe to leather. It's a short kick that will be bobbled by Devion Bickham as he ran after it, still falling to the 12-yard line. He finally picks it up and makes it near side. We still have a lot of flags coming in now over on the far sideline as well. Bickham gets to the 25-yard line, racing down the near sideline, and runs over an Eagle as he got around the 34-yard line. But we're going to have to see what that laundry is over at the 34 on the far side of the field.
I think it's going to be a block in the back, on that back side. Oh, they're going to call it a hold on over there on that side.
So we'll wait to see where they officially put the ball on the field. Hey, and even though this game is at 47-6, Chase was mentioning it earlier, there hasn't been a ton of people that have left their seats. Chase, if you want to chime in there, you have a way better view than we do.
There has been some exiting, not a lot, but hey, maybe they're just getting some food or going to the bathroom, and they'll be right back.
Yeah, it's halftime. Those lines can get a little long. Looks like Gavin Brumley will be the quarterback to begin the second half. Looks like Case and Washington Mazey's night is done. Here's the snap and a toss out to the right side. Rushing forward is a Buffalo to the 23-yard line, and he's still on his feet. That's Jordan Clark, as he had a hard-nosed run for a gain of about 7 yards. He gets to the 26, making a gain of 6 yards. Second down and 4 coming up as we're just 30 seconds into quarter number 3. So we have a new quarterback, but a lot of the same starting offense. Maybe some changes in receiver as well. So Jordan Clark is going to be behind Gavin Brumley, who went 1 for 1 for 16 yards last week against Coweta. Clark on the right side of Brumley. The snap, handoff, Clark, left side, big gap to the 35-yard line. Now he goes down the seam. One man for a tutty to the 35-yard line. Jukes the man out of the shoes, down the near sideline, and stays in bounds. Deuce is wild here in McAlester. That's a 74-yard touchdown run by Jordan Clark. And break out the buns, the meat, the lettuce, the cheese, the tomato, whatever condiments you like. That's a 50 burger here on senior night.
Homecoming.
Senior night. What was I thinking? Homecoming. That ruined the call. Thank you, brain. And now Buffalo's trying to attempt the PAT to go up 54-6.
Man, I don't want the football season to be over just yet.
I don't want it to be over either, man. We're having fun. Wyatt Phillips will drive this one through the uprights, and McAlester leads 54-6. with 10:52 left to go in the third quarter. You're listening to McAlester Football here on KNED.
Kawasaki's Ridge and Ridge XR family set the new off-road standard. Built for work and play, Ridge side-by-sides deliver versatile performance with a powerful 4-cylinder engine and premium interior features. For even more trail-taming power, the Ridge XR family offers more horsepower and versatility for rugged work or advanced play. This is peak premium performance. Shop the full Kawasaki Ridge lineup today at Vickers Power Sports, 1904 South Main, McAlester.
As we cheer on the Buffaloes for a great season, make sure your home is just as game ready with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Whether it's keeping warm during those chilly game nights or staying cool when the heat is on, we've got you covered with top-notch heating and cooling. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air today and enjoy home comfort that's always in the winning zone. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Go Buffs!
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. Whoever's doing push-ups in the student section, those arms got to be tired.
Oh, yeah, he's struggling now.
McAlester leads 54-6 over the Edison Eagles, 10:52 left in the third quarter. There's the kickoff after Jordan Clark had a 74-yard touchdown run. We'll get to it in a moment. To the 25-yard line on this return and getting out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Get out of the way, Mike Baker.
And the Eagles will start this drive at their own 30. But again, it is not senior night. Senior night will be against Durant on November the 1st. But here on homecoming, McAlester leads 54-6. Phillip, we have a drive summary, another short one for us.
Yeah, that was a quick hitter, 2 plays, 74-yard touchdown run by Jordan Clark, and it was 80-yard drive total. Only took 55 seconds off the clock. The point after was successful. And it's brought to you by T&W Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gell and Doug and ask them about their Goodyear, Michelin, and all of the other brands that will fit your budget. That's T&W Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
Also getting a quarterback first drive of the second half for the Eagles. As up the middle, Robledo goes on a good carry. And it looks like a gain of about 3 yards, second down and 7. I say good carry because the McAlester defensive line has done a great job of clogging up holes, and the middle linebackers have come in and made the tackles. And speaking of middle linebackers, now Will Spears and Pfeiffer Mitchell get a break. They don't usually get a ton of breaks on defense. Now up the middle, Trevin Simons and Zane Owens. We have nearly, I believe every starter is now off the field for the McAlester defense. I'll be surprised if we see any more starters on the McAlester offense for the rest of the way. Here's the snap, handing off, sweeping left side, Robledo. Robledo had a little bit of daylight, but he's met well by a secondary player for McAlester. As that brings up third down and about 3 on the gain of, we'll call it 3. 9:53 left in the third quarter. A lot of threes here. Buffaloes leading 54-6 if you're on radio.
Yeah, there's a halfback sweep, and it looks like the initial contact was, it looked like number 4, but I don't know.
That would have been James Barr Jr. if that was who made the hit. He's playing safety right now.
Because that play came from that safety spot. It was either 7 or 4 from what I could see. So if it was 7, it would have been Zane Owens, 4, James Barr Jr. False start.
And the Eagles, tried to go with a hard count on the Buffalo defense to get that first down. Instead, they're going to move it back 5 yards, and we'll have third down and 8 on the way. Chase?
Can't get clarification as James Barr is on the sideline, so that was Zane Owens.
Zane Owens, thank you. Again, he's got a way better view from the sideline, and that is why we need a sideline reporter, and that's why we got one. And Chase McNutt coming up clutch. Thank you. James Barr Jr. not in on the tackle. Again, it can be hard to see from the press box, and we don't have live, even though you can see it on the video cameras, It comes in a little bit delayed on us for the iPad up here in the press box. But thank you to Chase McNutt with the tackle. Zane Owens with the hard hit there. 3rd and 8. Goswick back to pass, pump fakes once, going for the home run ball. Down the seam, has a man, but a little bit overthrown. And wanting the holding call was London Labey. He thought he was held a little bit, and that's why he wasn't able to get underneath it and haul it in for a long touchdown. Instead, it will be another 3 and out for the Eagle offense, this time from the Buffaloes of tomorrow. And on 4th and 8, the Eagles will have to punt it away. And we'll have a new returner for the first time this season, not Jackson McKinney, on punt returns. And would you believe it? It's Cason Washington Mazey. We said his night was over. It is at quarterback, but not at returner. He's standing at his own 38-yard line. Aiden Montgomery back at his own 20-yard line, getting ready to receive the snap. There is the snap. Here comes the cavalry, but he just gets it off in time. This one will bounce out of bounds down the far side. Oh, it didn't. It takes some English, and it bounces back in instead of bouncing to the left like it was showing on the trajectory. It goes to the 35-yard line, and that's where McAllister's going to start this drive. Really good punt by Aiden Montgomery there by the Eagles.
Yeah, Buffaloes got there and
had some English on that ball.
They were just a tad off from blocking that kick, and Montgomery was questioning to see if maybe it would have been a roughing or running into the kicker, but the referees did not pull the trigger and throw the flag, so the Buffaloes did dodge a bullet.
They had like 2 or 3 McAlester players getting ready to block that punt.
Yeah, they were screaming down on him.
As Gavin Brumley comes back out, Cash Tidwell will be his running back.
Come on.
Looks like we have a H-back and tight end on the left side of the line. Nobody on the far side. 2 receivers to the left side of the line of scrimmage. Ball in the far hash of the 35. There's a flag, and this will be a false start. Or delayed game. Thank you.
Hey, you heard her. Put it on.
I was still looking at all the different people that are now into the game for McAlester. I wasn't even looking at the play clock there. 8:40 remaining in quarter number 3. McAlester leading 54-6 over the Eagles. And the clock will restart as it's now 1st and 15. Pistol formation, still the same setup here. Here's a snap and a toss out to Cash Tidwell. Tidwell trying to bounce it out left side. Tackled in the backfield on a great tackle by number 24. And that will be Isaiah Rathaw, the cornerback. So that brings him back 3 more yards. 2nd down and 18 now.
Yeah, they're just trying to go with that strong toss coming at the Buffalo sideline. And if he would have just kind of cut it, went right off the hip of that H-back, he would have been able to maybe get some yardage. But he kind of hesitated and thought a lane was going to open up on the inside, and Edison just cleaned it up. Good play there defensively by the Eagles.
So as the ball moves to the near hash, the receivers move out to the right. Here's the snap. Gavin Brumley still going for the home run ball down the far sideline. Not a home run ball, rather, but he was throwing it to the first down marker. Looked like intended for Zane Owens. He just kept on running backwards and backwards, but still showing off the arm talent. He threw that about 25 yards on the run in midair. Brings up 3rd down and 18, 7:43 left in the 3rd as the clock stops.
Yeah, I couldn't tell on the video streamer and even during that play, but I think it might have been Cash Tidwell had a good block there going in the boundary to allow Brumley to continue to roll like that. And when you're right-handed and you're rolling to the right, it's a lot easier to throw instead of coming to the left and having to get square again. And Brumley showing off that talent just couldn't connect.
Yeah, Tidwell gave Brumley a chance there on that pass. And we have
timeout McAlester.
Timeout by McAlester. 7:43 remaining in quarter number 3. McAlester leading 54-6. We'll take a break and be back here on KNED.
Vickers Furniture would like to thank you for voting us the Reader's Choice #1 furniture store in McAlester. At Vickers, the customer always comes first. Vickers is having a Fall into Savings event. We're offering special discounts on living room and bedroom suits all month long. Visit our website for unbeatable deals at vickers-furniture.com or come see us at 215 South 2nd Street.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Some zero-turn riding lawnmowers concentrate on performance. Others stay focused on comfort. But whoever said it's an either-or situation? With Gravely, you get plenty of both. And the ProTurn 300 is a perfect example. This newly designed mower is loaded with innovative features and is designed to keep the operator mowing comfortably from dawn to dusk. The Gravely ProTurn 300, the right balance of comfort and performance. Available at KC Farm Machinery, right across from the McAlester Union Stockyards.
So out of the McAlester timeout, their first one used of the night. They have receivers on both sides, 2 on each side. Here's a snap to Gavin Brumley, looking for a screen pass. He was looking for Cash Tidwell along the near side racing this way. They could not connect, so that will be McAllister's first 3 and out of the game, coming with 7:34 remaining in quarter number 3. As the Buffaloes, again, leading 54-6 if you're just now joining us. Everything has gone McAllister's way except for that 3rd down attempt. So now it will be, let's see if Jackson McKinney comes out to be the punter. And no, it's Kason Washington Maisie still. Here's a snap. He will kick this one away. It's going to be a wobbly punt that will bounce at the 45 and take a McAlester bounce to the other side of the 50 where it's down at the 49. So 7:26. It stops at 7:24 on the clock. Eagles have the best field position of the night here with this drive starting at their own 49. Down 54-6 to the Eagles. Chase, do you have eyes on Jackson McKinney? Everything okay with him? Something we didn't see? Or is it just a new player trying to get some reps here?
I think it might just be trying to get somebody else reps. He looks fine. Doesn't look like a limp or anything. He's on the sideline. He's got his helmet in his hand. So, again, I'm not quite sure, but he looks fine.
All right, we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. Trips right from their own 49. Goswick in a quarterback run design all the way, trying to get the corner, and he won't get to it. Great pursuit by Trevin Simons. I need to tell you guys one thing. Learn that name. He is just a sophomore, and he is going to be a big-time playmaker for McAlester in his junior and senior years. That's a loss of 2 on a great pursuit, 2nd down and 12. And, yeah, I think McKinney's okay, but I was just wondering because we saw McKinney still be the punter all last week in the second half. So I think it's just in case McKinney ever gets hurt, it's good to be able to have someone there to be able to return punts other than McKinney and kick punts other than McKinney.
Yeah, just great play there, though, by by Simons. He was able to keep his eyes on Goswick. Goswick pulled that ball down, and he did not get fooled with all the eye candy. Instead, he ran out there, put his helmet on the other side. Great play.
Goswick throws to nobody right there. I think that he already sensed the pressure. He was passing out into the flats on the left side, but I don't know if they were thinking it was a run play and they were going down to block or if it was another play that was developing a little bit further away from the line of scrimmage. But anyway, it brings up 3rd down and 12 for the Eagles from their own 47-yard line.
Oh.
And just like last week, McAllister's
number 5,
second string doing really well.
Number 5, Marquaylin Davis initiated the out route.
Okay.
And then went back up the field, middle of the field. And that's exactly what happened there. So he was going to throw that quick hitter onto the out route into that soft spot of that zone over there where the cornerback is playing with that cushion. And instead, Davis just turned it upfield.
Goswick on 3rd down and long. Rolls out left. Thinking about tucking it and running. He will. He almost got a first down earlier on this same kind of play. Does get past the 50-yard line, but well short of the first down marker. This will be down around the 48-yard line. And here's my question. I mean, you could punt the ball, which is what looks like they're going to do. Aiden Montgomery is making his way out onto the field. But if you were ever thinking about 4-down territory, this would be your best bet. But it's still 4th down and about 6 or 7.
Goswick goes airborne and lifts his leg like an acrobatic gymnast and stayed away from Zane Owens, who was shot out of a cannon like a heat-seeking missile. And shout out to Goswick just to have the whereabouts and knowledge to be able to make Zane Owens miss like that because Zane was coming with a full head of steam.
Goswick is pretty elusive. There's the punt from the Eagles. It'll be taken by Kason Washington-Maisie at the 23-yard line. Delivers a stiff arm, but he's grabbed by his shoulder strap, and he'll be brought down around the 25-yard line, that shoulder sleeve, as he had a shoulder pad come out of his jersey. And the Buffaloes will start this drive at their own 25-yard line. On the way that play went about, I don't know if Washington-Maisie will return another punt tonight. You didn't want that right shoulder to get hurt on a game that you're winning 54-6. At least I think that was KWM. Is that who you saw? That's who I saw coming up. Yep, KWM. Chase heard me. He turned it on the mic, turned it back off. Here's the snap. Brumley passing out on the screen pass to the far side. Great pursuit by the Eagles this time as we have a Buffalo trying to get positive yardage out of it, and he will. It was caught in the backfield. He was met in the backfield, but still being able to get positive yards he does it on defense and offense. Trevin Simons on the catch. Is that what you're about to check in for, Chase? Just giving clarification?
Yes, I was going to tell you that was KWM. But as always, Brandon, you guys are great, and you got it figured out.
Yeah, those numbers are shiny underneath the lights here at Hook Hill Stadium. They're also a little bit italicized, so they're kind of hard to see from all the way up in the press box. Trying to go off the fly there. Snap, handoff, sweeping right. Buffalo gets to the 30-yard line before he's pushed sideways. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Buffalo offense, leading 54-6 with just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're just
going to carry once again was Cash Tidwell.
Yeah, they're just going to go with a little lead right there on this 3-man front, and they're just going to bring it right up the middle of the field, and just great, hard, physical run to pick up 5 yards right there by Cash Tidwell. Nice little lead play.
Trips left on 3rd and 5. The snap from the far hash. Screen pass to the near side caught by Trevin Simons. Simons cuts it upfield. Evades one tackle. Evades another one. Still on his feet for the first down. Trevin Simons made that one happen. That first down brought to you by McAlester Direct Primary Care, offering 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. Call 918-233-6522. Buffalo's working a little quicker here.
Get ready to watch Trevor Simon right here. Trevin Simon puts a stop and go right there, and that's what got him the crease.
Quarterback run, Gavin Brumley up the middle on first down, gets to the McAlester 45-yard line on a good gain of 7 on first down. 2:55 left to go in the third quarter. McAlester again leading 54-6 if you're just now joining us on radio.
And I want to apologize to any players, family, or player if you're watching this. If I mispronounce your name or missay it, I am also on night shift for my normal job.
Well,
so
you're doing a lot more than just calling the game. And if they have an in the booth spot, you definitely know what he's doing. He's doing this and drive charts and everything else as well.
But I will do my best, though, if I do mess up, to get it right.
Quarterback run again. Gavin Brumley is spun forward to the 47-yard line, about a yard shy of the first down marker. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 1 for the Buffaloes. Very doable.
3rd and short.
By the way, we have Michael Stizza tuning in. Making fun of me because sometimes a 9 and a 0 kind of blends together.
No, they really do. And
3rd down and 1 for the Buffaloes. From their own 47-yard line, got to get 3 feet here. Tidwell behind Gavin Brumley. Pass out far side. It will be caught up the middle of the field. There he goes in front of everybody. He has a trailing tackler making a catch at the 10-yard line. And on the catch and run, that's Rodney Washington. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown catch of the game. I thought he was in the clear, but a great chase down tackle by an Edison Eagle there prevents the touchdown. And McAllister's into the Pops Kettle Corn red zone, 2714 North Main Street, McAlester, 918-404-5630 for quotes. I'm going to see who that was on the tackle here, and I'll get it in just a moment. Trips left. Snap, toss out left side, Tidwell. Sweeping left to the 15-yard line. Stiff arm, but he's brought down on a great tackle by number 10, Matthew McDill of the Eagles. And again, on the tackle was the guy that had the touchdown reception earlier on the previous play that saved the touchdown against Rodney Washington. That was number 24, Isaiah Rathod. He's been having a great game despite the score. 1:05, 65 seconds left in the third quarter. Buffalo's up big, looking to score more. At the 12-yard line, Brumley passing on a quick pass to the near side. Caught inside the end zone, right by the pylon. The Buffaloes score again. And on the touchdown grab, believe that's number 20, which would be Isaac Daniel. Isaac Daniel on the touchdown reception. I might be wrong, but I believe that is Isaac's first touchdown reception in his varsity career. So congratulations to Isaac Daniel as McAlester goes up 60-6 with 28 seconds left in the third. Here's the snap. Hold. Kick is up, and it is shanked right. Blade Smith has had a tough night. He's 0 for 2 on PATs. But McAlester does lead 60-6. As the clock is running right now, I think we're going to have a running clock for the rest of the game. So put those fours up in the air, Buff fans. You're listening to McAlester Football here on KNED.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester says bring on the monstrous discounts on new Jeeps in stock, including Jeep Wranglers. Take up to $12,000 off new Wranglers or 0% for 72 months. The hot-selling Compass discounted $8,000 off or price at $19,900. Wow! Patriot makes your next Jeep affordable, which allows you to pay off those pesky credit card bills. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Wrangler MSRP 68190. Compass 28090.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. And again, we have to make a correction. That's Cameron Jewell on the touchdown reception. The reason why it looked like a 20 for us is that his jersey was folded up. It was caught on that back pad. And we want to credit Chase McNutt for, again, getting that from the sideline. It looks like that was Cameron Jewell. It just that you couldn't see the bottom part of that 8 with the jersey rolled up. So we credited it to Isaac Daniel. Sorry, Isaac Daniel. But I believe that is Cameron Jewell on the touchdown reception. Here's a line drive kick. Caught on the line drive kick at the 25-yard line. Up the middle to the 35-yard line and tackled down at the 36 is an Edison Eagle. And they'll start this drive with a running clock. 11:49 left in the game. Phillip, we have a drive summary.
Yeah, that was a 8-play, 75-yard touchdown drive, capped off with a 13-yard touchdown pass from Gavin Brumley to Jewell. And it took 4 minutes and 53 seconds off the clock. The point after was unsuccessful. That's your drive summary by T&W Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gail and Doug and see their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with their 24-hour road service. T&W Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
Whole lot of new players on the field. So, again, Cameron Jewell, we apologize for not getting that call right away, but we appreciate Chase McNutt. Again, this is why we have a sideline reporter. He's able to catch stuff like that because that 8 was just rolled up a little bit too high. We couldn't tell if it was that 0 or that 8. Goswick on the first play is almost intercepted, but it's caught. And now down the far sideline are the Eagles. They have a chance for a touchdown and tiptoeing into McAlester territory. We have a lot to digest with that play. First off, it was almost intercepted, but just right by the diving arms of a Buffalo. And that was London Labey, who has been showing out for the Eagles and the times that the Eagles have been able to get the ball moving. They get it to the McAlester 40-yard line.
Yeah, just a gamble right there. And
looks like it was Blade Smith that almost picked that off.
And if he gets his hands on it, it could have been a pick six if he stays up. But, man, what a gamble. What a play there by Labey, though, to see it get to him.
Goswick has the snap. Thought about passing to the left side, now under pressure. Has to reset his feet and veer off right. Looks over the middle and almost had a man wide open. He did have a man breaking away from a Buffalo, and that was, guess who, London Labey. After running that last play, still on the field and getting open. Brings up 2nd down and 10, and I'll let you break it down, but great play by Goswick to even have a chance to make that play.
Yeah, you know,
scrambling around there.
Great play there. Also there by, that is number 53, Malachi Reynolds. Because when Brumley was about to get sacked and he goes to change directions, Malachi Reynolds does not give up and comes back and gets a block on the backside to allow Brumley that extra time to throw that ball deep. So shout out to the big man on the offensive line.
Again, running clock here, 9:34 left to go in the game. Rolling left is Goswick on 2nd down and 10. Finds an open man, caught inside the 30-yard line, and tackled down for a first down with the catch number 3 for the Eagles, which is Hayden Perry, the 5'9", 150 senior. And now move the chains to the 27-yard line in McAlester territory. The Eagles have only been shut out once and aren't going to get shut out tonight. They fell to Hilldale 48-0. They've scored a touchdown in a game against Collinsville in a final score of 56-6. Beat Bishop Kelly 49-6. In their one win, they beat Memorial 25-14.
Yeah, Goswick right there, just great awareness. Gets that ball out real quick on that soft spot on the zone. And
Goswick is under pressure and brought down to the turf.
That's number 62.
On the blind side, I believe that is 62. Tay Haley on the sack. Never saw him coming. And that's a huge loss of about 6 yards to bring up 2nd down and 16 for the Eagles. 8:28 and ticking here in the game.
Yeah, he's coming from that defensive end spot, and he's just untouched on the blind side. Ooh. Malachi Reynolds was upfield, so, I mean, even if he would have threw the ball, that would have been an illegal man downfield. And he did. He just released like he was a tight end. And that left the big man Haley wide open for a shot on the quarterback.
And McAlester showing a lot of pressure. Here's a reverse that McAlester did not expect to the 25-yard line, but great pursuit by the Buffalo defense is able to not allow this to be a touchdown. Instead, it is good yardage down to the McAlester 20-yard line. On the reverse to, they've been calling his name a lot, London Levy.
Yeah, right there, McAlester was just not ready for the reverse play.
And it gets him down to a 3rd down and 3 here, by the way. It was a gain of about 13 is what they're going to call it, gain of 13.
Yeah, they're just going to run reverse, and they get fooled with that eye candy. But that's what happens when you've got a lot of younger guys in there. They don't understand to stay true to the assignment. They just see the ball going, and you lose that backside cut. But they're going to get there. They're, still young guys, and this is the experience they need to not do that.
On 3rd and 3, Goswick finding an open man. It's incomplete. Had him for just a little while off the fingertips.
Complete. 4th down.
So he was looking for Isaiah Rathod, and that brings up 4th down and 3. And if you're not going to go for it here on 4th down, you just won't. I don't know how good the Edison Eagle kicker is in terms of distance. We know that we had a PAT blocked earlier. And in the losses that Edison had in the games that they scored, they had not converted a PAT in those games either. So 60-6, McAlester leads about halfway through the final quarter. In a running clock, they will go for it on 4th and 3 from the McAlester 20. And they get the Buffaloes to jump off sides, but did an Eagle move first? That's the question. It's a false start. Eagle moved first, and that is why the Buffalo defense jumped across the line of scrimmage. And it will make it 4th down and 8 now for the Eagles. And you're seeing the Buffaloes of tomorrow being able to get some action here. Saw it earlier with Tay Haley, the 6'2", 230 sophomore, getting an awesome sack just a few plays ago. So 4th and 8, under 6 minutes left in the game. 5 to snap it. Goswick waiting for his guys to get ready. 2 to snap it. 1 gets it off in time. Goswick looking right, under pressure, has to sprint out right. Once again gets away from defenders. Tucks it and tries to run. Got a long way to go. Lost the ball. It's on the turf. Think the Eagles might have been in the vicinity to be able to get that, but it won't matter anyway. It's a turnover on downs, and McAlester will get the ball at their own 26-yard line. Clock continues to roll.
Shout out pursuit of the McAlester Buffaloes, getting out there and getting that ball knocked out.
I mean, that ball just popped up in the air. I don't know, like it was a whack-a-mole. You see the whack-a-moles come up out of the arcade? That's what that ball looked like coming out of the hands.
I mean, that thing just went straight up, and I guarantee, and we couldn't see it from our angle, but from what I could gather with the way that they were rolling, the way the ball came out, it looked like he just ripped at it, and it rolled right up.
New quarterback in, number 19, Brody Parker, and there's a busted play. Didn't know which way they wanted to go, and this will be a loss of almost 6 yards. Running back went one way, Parker handed it off the other way. And they just had to hold on to the ball. And hey, guess who recovered that fumble? If McAlester recovered it, Tay Haley had the sack earlier. Had Nate Brown. He's in on the camera right here. He got a little bit better view than we do as well. Was able to see Tay Haley recover that ball.
And he was pursuing with Blake Byram from that backside anyway. So just that's why they always say never give up on a play, because you never know what's going to happen, and they got a big break right there.
Here's a snap, handoff to a new running back coming in. That's Blade Smith around the right corner to the 35-yard line, to the 40. Has a convoy, aggressively running for the first down out to the 45-yard line. That first down brought to you by McAlester Direct Primary Care, offering 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same-day or next-day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. Call 918-233-6522. So they call Blade Smith down at the 47-yard line, still on McAlster's side of the 50. This could be McAlster's final drive of the game with the running clock. 3:40. That was number 25, Blade Smith, on the carry there, Larry. Ball on the right hash. Smith stays on the left side of Parker as he gets the handoff again. This time sweeping left. That might be 26 there on that carry. To the 40-yard line, still on his feet. To the 35, still pushing the pile for another first down. And that was a new running back in for the Buffaloes, number 26, Deegan Dotson, who only had one carry last week for a -1 yard. I think he got that back with that carry out into Edison territory to the 36.
And 25 has just came back into the game, Brandon.
So Blade Smith just needed a breather. Played some defense, now back into offense. If we score a touchdown here, we got to make the PAT. I can't have a 66-6 game.
Oh, yeah.
Just can't have
stadium
bad luck.
is shaking.
I know it's October, but come on. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line, left hash. Toss out Blade Smith. Can he do it again? Around the corner to the 35-yard line to the 30. Right past a man to the 25-yard line. And dragging a man like he's someone's dad playing in the living room down to the 20. And that will get him to the red zone. That red zone, the Pops Kettle Corn red zone. 2714 North Main Street, McAlester. Perfect for weddings, graduations, baby showers, birthdays, and all other special occasions. Gluten-free, keto-friendly. 918-404-5630 for quotes. A veteran-owned business. So great carry again by Blade Smith. Just running all over the turf of Hook Hill Stadium, First National Field.
Strong toss there. Good block there, Zane Owens. And he had him by the leg, and he was doing all that on one leg. And then he just got laid over by a host of Edison Eagles, and just great physical play there by all around.
I believe that's number 31, Talon Smart, in at running back now. He's rushing right to the 15-yard line, rather, and he's spun down inside the 15 for another good gain. And, hey, credit to this offensive line. New unit coming in, not the starters, same mentality. They're getting that push.
Yeah,
Larry's, you heard it. I don't know if you could hear it, but Larry, our stats man, the best in the business to our left, he's running out of room on the stat sheet.
That's when you know you have perfected what you needed to do tonight.
Deegan Dotson back in at running back. Number 26 on the left side of Parker. Under a minute and a half left in the game. Snap handoff to Dotson. Dotson rushing right to the 10, to the 5. Crashes down inside the 5, down to around the 3. Another first down carry for McAlester. As this drive, they've just been getting tons and tons of push.
And this is what the young guns, right now, they're turning around and they're doing the gladiator pose. Not really, but, they're turning around and they're looking at Hook Hill Stadium.
Dotson he's not happy. He's got to come out of the game. Zane Owens is coming in. Again, senior Zane Owens, a chance to be able to score here if he's going to be the running back on his final homecoming for the McAlester Buffaloes. He will be the running back. He'll be next to Brody Parker. Can they get Zane Owens the touchdown? 40 seconds left. Snap. Handoff, nope. Met in the backfield and driven backwards for a loss of 2. Down to the 5, 30 seconds and ticking. Buffaloes don't have to snap it again if they don't want to. Looks like a lot of the team is making their way to the 50-yard line, and that will be that. So McAllister's denied access to the end zone. We won't see a 66-6 game, so no bad luck there. Ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column. Black and gold. The McAlester Buffaloes take care of business on homecoming night and turn this home into a haunted house for opponents here in October. Again, Buffaloes win 60-6. We're going to be having our post-game show, which is brought to you by the fine folks at McAlester Direct Primary Care. We're going to be having our final thoughts and also stats. We're going to hear from Coach Mazey on his thoughts of this game. I'll be coming up here in about 4 or 5 minutes. This is your home for McAlester Sports. Again, final score, one final time, 60-6. Buffaloes win here on KNED.
The Buffaloes are the pride of McAlester. When it comes to sports, they're the winning team. And when it comes to your money, Bank First is the all-star you need on your side. We're talking big plays with full-service banking, touchdowns with convenient online and mobile banking, and overtime support with extended hours and ATM statewide. Bank First, your money's winning team. Proud supporter of the McAlester Buffaloes. Member FDIC.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
They say it's your birthday. It's our birthday too, yeah.
This month, we're celebrating 45 years at Benton Nissan of McAlester. That's 45 years of serving the community with the best vehicles and service. Join us for incredible anniversary deals. Come get $2,000 off our 2024 Nissan Rogues or lock in a 2.9% rate. Drive away in a 2024 Frontier for $2,500 off or lock in a rate of 3.9%. Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Benton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at bentonnissan.com.
Kawasaki's Ridge and Ridge XR family set the new off-road standard, built for work and play. Ridge side-by-sides deliver versatile performance with a powerful 4-cylinder engine and premium interior features. For even more trail-taming power, the Ridge XR family offers more horsepower and versatility for rugged work or advanced play. This is peak premium performance. Shop the full Kawasaki Ridge lineup today at Vickers Power Sports, 1904 South Main, McAlester.
As we cheer on the Buffaloes for a great season, make sure your home is just as game ready with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Whether it's keeping warm during those chilly game nights or staying cool when the heat is on, we've got you covered with top-notch heating and cooling. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air today and enjoy home comfort that's always in the winning zone. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Go Buffs!
Well, it's over in McAlester. The Buffaloes win 60-6 in dominating fashion over the Edison Eagles here on homecoming night. This is the Buffalo postgame show presented by McAlester Direct Primary Care, offering 24/7 access to your provider. Call 918-233-6522. Let's send it down to the field where Phillip Jewell Jr. is with head coach of the McAlester Buffaloes, Forrest Mazey.
First off, Coach, Greg, what's your thoughts on tonight's great game?
It's just what we needed to do. You know, we were 6 points away from a shutout again. We got complacent right there on that drive, did a couple unruly things, and just that small thing. So just once we fix that, we'll be okay. Should have been another shutout, but we did a good job.
Coach, we were shouting out the offensive line, defensive line, changing the line of scrimmage. What was your thoughts on the trench play?
That's what we're going to hang our hat on both sides is trench play, offensive, defensive line, to make sure they do a good job and make sure they're well prepared. You win the line of scrimmage, you change the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to win the ball game for the most part.
And Coach, lastly, where do you want to see this team moving forward after two explosive wins like this when we go to East Central next week?
Just getting better every week. You know, I think you can enjoy it, but every week's going to be important. Take a step and getting better in every position. You know, whether it be from quarterback to DB to O-line, D-line, is somebody getting better with the fundamentals of the football game. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to be great without the fundamentals.
Yes, sir. Coach, God bless. Got your 15, got out safe. I'll see you next week, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Phillip Jewell Jr. We might have a player interview. Usually we do after wins. We'll see if he grabs one. Phillip, if we don't, just let me know. Again, I know that we were a little bit slow getting over to Coach Mazey. We apologize he had to wait a little bit. But, again, this is the Buffalo postgame show as McAlester has won 60-6. It's presented by McAlester Direct Primary Care, offering 24/7 access to your provider. Again, that number 918-233-6522. Phillip, if you find someone, just interrupt. That's all you got to do. Just interrupt. You don't have to.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, sir. We'll do. When I find him, I will definitely just jump on. So back to you for the time being.
Who are you looking for, if you don't mind me asking?
You know exactly who I'm looking for, and he is right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are standing here with the man of the hour, Mr. Kason Washington Mazey. Sir, do you know how many touchdown passes you had tonight?
No. Actually, I don't. No, I don't.
You had 5 all in the first half.
5? I thought it was like 3 max. I didn't know it was 5.
Okay.
I just saw the 12 for 14 and like 250. I didn't see the touchdowns.
Yes, sir. So career game from you. And wearing that C on your chest, you know, games like tonight, homecoming, show up big for this town. What's your thoughts on this team?
I think this team's a lot different from last year's. I think we showed up the past 3 weeks. We should have had another shutout, got unlucky on one game. I think it's the best defense we've had in a while, and I think the offense is really starting to, like, come up. Like, every week we're getting better and better, and we're proving it every week. With a blowout against Quita, 60 on them, I think the team's just more and more on the come up every week. I think we're just going to keep proving that.
Yes, sir. What do you think about your offensive line helping you change the line of scrimmage and being able to wash down to be able to get you on the move sometimes and even climb in the pocket? What's your thoughts so far on the trench play?
The O-line, they're playing great this year, man. I think I love my O-line to death, man. They protect me every play. I just love my O-line, man. There's one right there. My O-line, best O-line in Oklahoma. I like to think so. You got to give props to the big guys up front. They started it all, and they take care of me, so all props to them.
Yes, sir. God bless, Kason, and I will see you next week.
You too.
Back to you, Brandon.
All right, so that will be it for player interviews and also coach interviews. Great stuff, once again, by Phillip Jewell Jr., the man on a mission. He's like Johnny on the block. It's always finding the person that he needs to find to be able to get them on the air, and I know that they love to be able to talk to Phillip. They're all sometimes I think they're even looking for Phillip to see, am I the guy that's going to be interviewed, especially when you have big wins like that. Again, McAlester does win big on their homecoming night, 60-6 over the Tulsa Edison Eagles. We're going to be coming back in just a moment. Again, this is your Buffalo postgame show presented by McAlester Direct Primary Care, offering 24/7 access to your provider. Call 918-233-6522.